Bigger, better, bolder. The cold, hard truth is taking talk to the next level. Right here on Bobo 89.1 FM, Cayman's Community Radio. We are still spilling the tea and committed to being part of the change that Cayman so desperately needs. Join Sandy Hill weekdays from 7:30 a.m. for Premier Access, Cayman Voices, Truthful Thursdays, and much more. Cayman's #1 talk show is now bigger, better, bolder, and more than talk. Getting results with hot topics, consumer reports, court exposés, and more.
I've come to set the record straight. I've come to shine the light on you. Let me introduce myself. I am the cold, hard truth.
Now, from the CMR studio in Grand Cayman, live, direct, it's the cold, hard truth. Now, join the conversation on 345-936-2626.
That number again is
345-936-2626.
Good morning, beautiful folks. How is everybody doing? It's Hump Day Wednesday, and oh my gosh, I actually feel horrible today. But the show must go on, as they say. The show must go on. I was hoping that this would have been like a mild situation. Just a little bit of a cold, like a head cold, and then this happened, and you guys know how it is. Okay. All right. So yes. What a hot mess. Good morning, everyone. How's everybody doing? Yeah. All right, we're in the middle of some tech things that's going on here. So you guys know how that goes. The bane of my existence, tech issues. Oh my God. I don't even know where to begin with tech issues some days. But got a good support team in the background, hopefully getting it all resolved for me. We continue to struggle with some email issues. So we're doing a bit of a migration exercise to try to hopefully get that sorted out once and for all. Listen, I don't even need to know. I don't care how any of this stuff works, to be quite honest. I just want it to work. It's as simple as that. So, yeah. Okay, so let me just send out my links to everyone. Just a second here. Make sure everybody is... We got our guest who's anxious to come on this morning. Got to make sure everybody's got the show links. How's everybody else feeling? Yeah, I went to bed kind of early-ish last night because I really was not feeling well. And the sore throat is kind of like lingering, and then the head congestion. And you guys know how it is when you're sick, honey chill. You just gotta push through. And get more rest. That's the thing that I always find, that when I'm not feeling well, rest can really make a world of difference. And for those of you who've been calling me, I barely have a voice to talk for 3 hours a day. Like, I'm really struggling to do that. And the hot drink helps. But if you see me not answering your phone calls, It's because I can't really talk after talking for 3 hours. Under normal circumstances, yes. When I'm sick, no. So it's not that I'm ignoring anybody. You just need to send me a WhatsApp message. Send me a voice note because I'm really straining in the mornings to get this show done, right? I'm showing up, sick or not. But it means that the rest of the day, I have to really try to reserve my voice and do a lot less talking in order to make it through. So I can't even do my individual morning greetings this morning. I'm just going to say good morning to everyone. I see all of you, all the usual suspects, just about 200 people online already this beautiful Wednesday morning. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Yes, honey chill. Good morning. Oh, God, poor King. He says, whatever you got, I catch it too. I'm back in Manchester. Oh, honey chill. Something's been going around for sure. And Marlon was like, test for COVID. I'm like, at this point, does it even matter anymore? I mean, we're all vaccinated. I'm going to get my booster this month. Well, I was hoping. I need to find out, do we have the latest booster available at the HSA? Because I was actually going to, normally in the month of December, I end up being in Miami at least once. And I think this year it'll only be once. But I wanted to get my booster. Even if I had to do it in Miami, I'm willing to do it. So I'm putting on my little face moisturizer, my aloe vera. So yeah, I wanted to inquire about that. But now that I've got this cold or whatever this is, you're not supposed to take your booster with, oh gosh, traffic's backed up today. Oh Lord. You're not supposed to take your booster if you are within 2 weeks of like recovery of something. I think that's still good medical advice, right? So that means I'm going to have to wait. But yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for booster number. Yeah, I've lost count. I think I've done 4. I did the 2 and then I did 1 and then I did another one in December of last year. So I'm going to just do it as part of my annual regime. Thank you, Strong Wilt. Good morning. So yeah, every year I'm going to get boosted, honey chill. Blair's asking for the backup link. Let me just share it here on the screen. So we've got 2 options, yes, for YouTube. The best thing to actually do is to follow the page. So you just do at Cayman Mall Road, Cayman in YouTube, and you should be able to find it. I'm going to send the specific one now for today's show in the comment section. There you go. Good morning to Blair. Blair, my apologies. I always thought you were a man, and then I put it together. That's a very unisex name. So Blair is definitely not a man. Welcome, Marshall. Everybody else that's listening to the program. So yeah, I'm drinking my tea, trying to hopefully quickly get over. I haven't really been taking any medication per se for whatever this is, but I think I'll do, I think I will do maybe an antihistamine a little bit later and see how we get on with that. So good morning to everyone. So this week is going to be a short week. There is no show on Friday, so please mark your calendars. I'm actually going to be away doing some stuff. I told y'all I've got a new project that is actually keeping me really, really busy. And so, not that I wasn't busy enough already, trust me. But, I guess I like a good project. It's a long-term project, trust me. But this is like the initial setup stages. And so I'm doing a lot of, you guys will see some stuff for sale. So there's like refurnishing that's going on. So if you see me post stuff, that's what it's for. And yeah, so it's a whole project and then some. But I like to do things a particular standard. My husband thinks I'm crazy. He's like, Sandy, you just gotta take your time. And I'm like, some things I take my time with, and some things I'm just like, let's get it done. What you waiting for? And once I've made up my mind, I'm pretty, I move pretty quickly. Like, I don't believe in wasting time. It's not something that's really on our side. So I feel like my project is moving too fast for him. He's like, there's just too much going on. Where's the project budget? And right now I'm like, what budget? There is no project budget till I get it to where I want. And then it's like, okay, halt, no more spending. We're done. But there's a rule in business that you have to spend money to make money. And if you've ever been in business, trust me when I tell you, you certainly understand that. Whether it's spending it on good staff, marketing, all sorts of stuff, you've got to be prepared to spend money to make money. And I know a lot of people who are in business and they don't want to spend any money. And sometimes I just be shaking my head, honey chill. So there's a lot of things for my new project that I have to get organized. There's like a lot of back end processes. And I'm very much about the SOPs, the standard operating procedures, having your manuals in place, having automated messages, like all the stuff that eventually is going to make my life easier. I want to implement as early on as possible. So I'm working on a new website. We got social media that we got to do. It's just it's a lot of work. If y'all saw my desk right now, you'd be like, oh my God, that desk is so messy. I'm trying to contain it to like a singular pile. It just keeps getting higher. So my goal today, Miss Stacy's probably laughing if she hears me, but my goal today is to clean off my desk. So everything on the desk, I'm not moving. Well, I have a massage, I think, booked today, but I'm not moving from this area until the desk is clean and at least stuff is in a folder. And then later on, I'll go through the folder and sort it out from there. So yeah, these are the things that we got to do. It's not easy being a business owner. There's some new pandemic in China. I'm trying to ignore that, Aliano. I'm trying to live in plausible denial. Like I'm one of those people for this particular purpose. Normally I'm steadfast in reality. But as it relates to this new thing coming out of China, I'm just like, oh God, no, we can't handle another pandemic. What the heck is with China? We need to just lock China off. Be like, listen, we're going to just separate you from the rest of the world. You stay over there. We don't want to talk to you. We don't want you traveling to our country. It's just so unbelievable. What is with China? It does make you wonder if some of this stuff isn't just being done on purpose, or they just have so many people, they can't even control what they're doing. We haven't heard about a good Ebola breakout in a while, thank God. But there's so many things that we as human beings just need to do better with. Like stop eating monkeys and stuff because we know where the Ebola is coming from. Miss Dean, there'll be no show. I think I might try to queue up. I'm going to speak to CNCF, Mal over there, and see if what we can do instead is queue up a video for Friday's show from the Gimme Stories, which I think would be awesome. If you missed it, we went to the one in, I think that was Friday. No, Thursday. Was it Thursday last week? But we went to the one in Savannah. I got there a little bit late. I think that was Friday. I can't even remember. But I got there a little bit late. But it was really good. And I did capture some of the performances. King was a performer. Him and Rita Eskavanovich were both flown in from the UK to perform. And if you missed it, you missed an amazing time. The stories are so interesting. I think storytelling, what we do at Cayman Voices, for example, in a way it's storytelling, but it's like the person just talking about their life story and the things that they've done. By the way, we have Miss Elrita's story. I think I'll play that on Friday. So don't not tune in on Friday. I'll have something scheduled for you guys. It's just that I won't be live. But yeah, the stories were amazing. The selection of music was amazing. So well done to the CNCF for their continued efforts with, these type of cultural productions. I think it's just something that we, culture, you have to celebrate your culture. You have to expose other people to your culture. And that takes work. It takes effort. It takes a budget. It takes money. It takes, all these things. So I think the CNCF, National Gallery, all of these organizations do a really, really amazing job. And I do think that the government needs to step up and prioritize, some of the budget. Because every time I speak to people in the Ministry of what used to be Heritage and Culture, now it's separated, only God knows why. But, they always said that they don't have the budget. Like they're having to beg for stuff for the National Museum and this and that. I'm thinking, Tourism Attraction Board, they need a budget. I'm thinking, why aren't you given? You can find $10 million to give out to civil servants, but you can't find money for the cultural, heritage and cultural budget. Our priorities sometimes are a little bit skewed, I must tell you. King confirms that Give Me a Story was Friday in Savannah. And it was nice, this time of year, it's nice and breezy. I missed all the food. Afterwards, I was like, oh, do you have any fish stuff? They were like, oh, honey child, you came late. So I didn't even get to have any food. But what happened while I was late is I was putting out a fire, not a literal fire, but I was dealing with customers for my new venture. Boy, I can tell that they're going to be testing my patience. And you know what? I'm going to be a better person for it. I'm sure of that. You know how when you're going through an experience, you're just like, oh my God, these people are getting on my last nerves, but you probably need to learn a little bit of patience. So there you go. Morning, everyone. So we got a gentleman who's going to be coming on the show here now. Ah, my gosh. What can I tell you? Somebody said to get Mucinex. It's the best thing for the cold or flu. Oh, okay. If you know what's going on with the traffic, by the way, let me know. I haven't heard of any accidents or anything yet, so I'm not sure what it is. But we really try to give people an outlet on this show to air their grievances and get some help. My greatest fear is we're going to start to get to the point where people feel like they don't have any options. And so they're going to just start taking matters into their own hands. And trust me when I tell you, that's not a good thing. Like we never want to get to that point. And so I'm really hopeful that at least this program gives people a little bit of an outlet, right? To get some recourse. And I know that it works because there are some people who, as a result of the program, get some form of justice. The other reason why we do it is because I think it's also important to expose who the wrongdoers are. Because one observation that I've made is that it's a small group of people that can do a lot of damage. So it's always the same crooks. It's just like when the police say to us, and I know sometimes you guys chuckle about it, when the police say, oh, it's like 15 guys or a dozen guys committing all these robberies, y'all be like, yeah, right. That's all it takes. The vast majority of people in the court system, when I sit in court, it's like a revolving door. They're in and out. They're there over and over and over again. I mean, some of their rap sheets are just unbelievable. I'm like, dude, how many times you can go to jail? How many offenses? It's like it's just the hamster wheel, circular, in and out of prison, in and out of prison, same people over and over again. So we finally have the reason for the traffic delays. Somebody said a broken down BMW in the King's roundabout coming into town. Oh gosh. Anything broken down in the mornings is tough because you can hardly push it out of the way because there's so much traffic. Well, hopefully they can move it quickly. So yeah, so this is you know, one of the observations that I made is that these individuals tend to leave a whole slew of victims behind them. Even the woman that we were talking about, Karen Julie Hammond, the other day about the whole landlord issue, she's not the only one. That one young lady with the $3,300. You know how many people call me about this Karen lady? They said, "Oh my God, she's done this before." Takes people deposit money and then finds a reason not to give it back. Even Tessa, what's it called? Tessa, whatever. Tessa, what's the name of her business again? Tessa Hides. Even her company is now being accused by others of not really handling deposit monies well. Tessa Hides Property Management. People are complaining about them. Well, Sandy, I gave them my deposit and they wouldn't give my deposit back. And then they didn't bother to say, give me an itemized, list of what was done. Where did my deposit money go? None of that stuff. I'm thinking, listen, when you're running a company, you have a greater responsibility to ensure that your processes are in place. You don't just jump up overnight and be like, oh, I'm going to set up, this property management company has been around for years. So if you have to use someone's deposit money, the very first thing you should do is communicate to them why, what damages there were, what needed to be done. It's just like, I swear, these people are just flying by the seat of their pants. They just do whatever they want. And because there is nothing in the law, and even if there's something in the law, it has zero teeth in it, they're getting away with literal murder. So many infractions, right? And so part of the exposure is also informing you, the general public, so that you're aware and you have got to do your due diligence. Folks, there are people who've been featured on this show time and time again. The most prolific one really has been, what's his name? Garfield Rob, right? He's ripping people off left, right, and center. And you know that there are still people who go to Garfield Rob, give them their deposit money, thousands of dollars, and then they run back. Oh, Miss Sandy, this guy took my money. And I said, do you read social media? Do you read the website? Do you pay attention? Because how many times have we not featured this one single individual? Even to the point where his lawyer's like in court, well, she has a problem with my client. I'm like, I have a problem with your client? No, your client is just a crook. And so he's been featured a number of times because he's a crook. Right? Multiple times we've talked about this man. And still, people manage to be victimized by him. I am just flabbergasted. Before you get in business with anybody, even a rental agreement, try to ask around. As a tenant, they're doing their due diligence on you. That's why they're going through a management company. But what due diligence are you doing on the landlord? Because trust me, this young lady who handed over $6,600 of her hard-earned money, had she done her due diligence and talked to people about this Karen woman, she would have never signed that lease. I have not met a single person, and this is quite bad when you think about it, who has anything positive to say about Karen. Somebody said, well, she is a Karen. But seriously, that says a lot. When you're a landlord, that says a lot about you. Yeah. So you have got to do, as consumers, you have got to do your part. Ask around. It's a small country, yeah? Let me tell y'all a little story. So my new project has to do with, I'm actually, ironically, in the rental space, but it's not really for locals. It's vacation rentals, right? Sort of Airbnb thing. So when we took it over, there was a bit of a transition stage with the old owners. And I had to go through this whole process of canceling their reservations online from their account and then setting them up on my account. So that means that I had to contact complete strangers that don't know me from overseas and say, hey, my name is Sandy, and we're going to be taking this over, and and here's the procedure. You know, some of these people are like, wait a minute. Although it was coming from the messaging system from that guy's account because he'd set me up to have access, they were like, we don't know who you are. Until we hear from him, we're not doing anything. So one Sunday I'm sitting here and I get a phone call, and someone local called me and said, hey, are you going to be managing this property in West Bay? And I'm like, how does this person know this already? And they're like, well, and I confirmed, and they're like, okay, because one of your bookings, there's a small world, has Cayman connections, and they know me. And they were like, I don't know if this is a scam. Like, now I'm afraid to rebook with this person because I don't really know what's going on. And when they asked, well, what's the name? And she said, Sandy Hill. She's like, well, there's only one Sandy Hill in Cayman. And if it's who I'm thinking about, you ain't got nothing to worry about. So let me call her and verify. So when she called me and verified, she was like, oh, you're good. This is the Sandy Hill. She's not going to be crooking anybody, or, you know what I'm saying? When you find a landlord in particular that people cannot say that about, run from that situation. Don't sign a lease. Don't get desperate. Just wait until you can find something else. Because people tend to be creatures of habit, and they tend to repeat bad behavior if they have had an issue with one person, a one-off situation, maybe. But when you see they continually have issues with people, there is something amiss, I'm telling you. And chances are it is with that particular individual. It can't be that every single tenant is a horrible person. Start looking at the landlords, because they are likely the problem. Same thing with employers. A lot of employers like, oh, my staff, and I'm like, okay. But if you're having a problem with every staff member, at some point, I'm going to start looking at you with my side eye going, really? Maybe you're the problem. So, some of you are sending me footage of the traffic, I guess, today. What is this one? What is this one? People cutting through. I'm not sure what this is. So, you know, that's another reason why we continue to try to warn people as much as we can, so that you can be aware. They say that knowledge is power, and that is very, very true. So we're going to speak to a young man this morning who is another victim. And There's people who are trying to go around the traffic situation this morning. They're cutting through where the new Tim Hortons is supposed to go and holding up traffic. Yeah, they're desperate, but it's not going to help because the traffic delays all the way up by Kings. So they're still going to get bottlenecked in it. But we're going to talk to a gentleman this morning who has been dealing with a situation since June. I also say that, by the time a lot of people come to me, most people don't come to me right away unless it's like a really desperate situation. They wait and they try to talk to the person. They try to work things out. But unfortunately, it is very, very challenging, to say the least. Damien says that maybe someone should create a page for no good slumlords. Well, on our CMR page, and I think we just need to start being more diligent about putting people up individually. We do have a consumer protection segment to the page. And so sometimes we'll highlight these individual stories and put them there, because how that works is when you then Google the person's name, their name will come up in the search engine results. And that's important because y'all need to be Googling people. And somebody said there is a Facebook page. So, y'all need to start Googling these people. So take, for example, Karen Hammond. When you Google her, the first thing that comes up is her LinkedIn account saying that she used to work at HSM Chambers. And then apparently the Attorney General sued her in 1998. Oh, really? Let's have a look and see what else she's been up to. Oh, just a minute. What do you know? This is what I'm saying. Google people. Google might not tell you the full story, honey child, but it's likely to tell you enough that you need to run. Let's see what she was sued for. Attorney General versus Karen Julie Hammond. Yes. Grand Court of the Cayman Islands, cause number 612 of 1998. Let's see. This case was about unfortunately, this is such an old case that back then it doesn't give you they don't actually have the case itself. This is interesting. I wonder what this is all about. They issued a writ of summons from the Attorney General. Normally, the Attorney General only sues people for money owed. But back then, that was kind of unusual. So I'm a bit curious. 1998. I'm a bit curious about what this could have been. Let me see if I can dig into some archives and find out. But she was definitely sued by the Attorney General of the Cayman Islands. Wow. It's not often that government will sue you, I'll be honest with you. So when we put up stories, it's linked to the person's name. So you have a pretty good idea when you Google them, what they've been up to. So let me just see what else we find about good old Karen here. That's a nugget. I'll see what I can find out. She was on Cayman Prep School's page. Cayman Islands Gazette, 2022. Oh, what's she on the Gazette for? You see what I'm telling you? You can find out stuff. Karen. Here she is. Probate and administration. Oh, okay. So I'm assuming this is when her dad died, Fred Bernard Von Creeth. Date of application, February 2022. Date of death, August 2021. Estimated value of the estate, $245. So she was $245,000, sorry. So she was seeking to do probate on her father's estate. So that was just last year. What a mess. So there's that. She was a notary. Really? Huh. Is she still a notary? Let's find out. Let me see. You see, these are the things. I don't see her on the list, so maybe she no longer has it. Although it says 1/16/2023. Oh, I see what she did. She's using Julie Hammond. She does seem to use these names interchangeably. Yep, she's a notary. So reference number 7 of 2023, Julie Hammond, P.O. Box 272. Now here's the interesting thing about this. This means that she just became a notary, which is interesting because she shouldn't have been granted this, because why would you be a notary and living overseas? You see what I'm telling you? People hoodwink the system in so many different ways. Hoodwinking it with people just deposit money, and then you don't live in Cayman. Why do you need to be a notary in Cayman if you don't even live here, if you're living in the UK? So if we inform I don't know if it'd be the judiciary about this, when she puts in her application, she shouldn't be saying that she's living in Cayman. You see what I'm saying about people? If they're dishonest in one way, the chances of them being dishonest in other ways, the chances of them trying to abuse the system in other ways is extremely high. Do you guys remember the video that we played last month about the guy who said he refuses to do business with someone who's cheating on his wife? Not because he is trying to get all up in the man's business. No, he says because it says something about his personality. It is a severe personality flaw that you could be that close to someone and sleep with that person, I guess. Maybe you're not really sleeping with them, and that's a problem. But you know what I'm saying? Be around that person day in and day out and still manage to cheat on them. What do you think you're going to do to a business partner the first opportunity you get? Yeah. It's nothing for you to cheat on a business partner if you have cheated on a spouse. And when I first saw the video, I thought, maybe that's a bit of a stretch. And then the more I thought about it, I said, but it does make sense, because at the end of the day, what you're talking about is a person's personality flaws, right? You're like, who is this person? Are they an honest person or not? And if they're not an honest person, right? They'll cheat in this way. Well, not to say it's 100%, but chances are they might cheat in other ways as well. It's just a fundamental, it makes logical sense. And so this is why you need to know who it is that you're dealing with, right? That's just the nature of the game. Let's watch it again, because I want y'all to start learning some of these life lessons, because this is really, really important.
And honor the person that I sleep in bed with. How am I going to honor my business partner? I was once sitting with a guy we went golfing, and he had just canceled a $100 million deal that he had because he found out that the guy he was going to do the deal with had cheated on his wife. He sat there and he looked at me and I was like, dude, you canceled a $100 million deal. It's just business. He's like, it's not just business. If he cheated on the person that he sleeps with, there's a high likelihood that he'll cheat on me. Yeah. And it's like, it's not that it's going to happen or not. It's the fact that there is character flaws that can be changed that a person needs to work on.
So you see what I mean? Character flaws. Thank you, Miss Bonnie. She said Fred was actually her brother, not her father. Thank you for clarifying that. But it seems to me that Karen might have a lot of personality issues here. That might make you pause. All right. Let's continue. We're going to give this gentleman a call now, and he's going to tell us his story today, which again is shocking, sad. The worst part about it is the people that are least able to, you shouldn't take advantage of anybody, but there's some people who can, I don't want to say they can afford to be taken advantage of because that's not really right. But, they might have the financial means. Like, it's not going to be detrimental if you take $1,000 or $300 from some people. But it's like, it happens the most to the people who are in the least position to be taken advantage of, which is so sad. That breaks my heart even more because they don't have the money. These people make a lot of sacrifices. A single mother losing $3,300 is no joke. A lot of the work permit violations are against poor Jamaicans who are coming here trying to work, trying to hustle, trying to make a dollar. I'm going to share a story with you guys later on about this poor guy and his wife. His Nicaraguan wife has taken advantage of him. Poor him, he never saw it coming. So these are not people who are rich or in a position to be, like I said, it is so much more difficult for them financially and otherwise. So taking advantage of people who are already at a disadvantage says way more to me about who you are. When we see crimes and, talking about white collar criminals and they're hoodwinking people, millionaires out of, well, it depends on how much they're hoodwinking them out of, because you see in like the Madoffs of the world, they were going after rich people, but they were taking everything those poor rich people had. That still hurts. To take somebody's life savings from like a senior citizen. All these number scammers and, whatever people scamming. Who do they target? They target old ladies who are vulnerable. They target the most vulnerable people. And to me, that makes you the most horrible kind of person. But, they say that Duppy know who to frighten. And that's true. Because you think I could get into a lease agreement with somebody like Karen Julie Hammond and she'd be keeping my deposit money? She would know better. But she thinks that she can get it over on this single mother, and the single mother don't know no better, and she doesn't have any recourse. And that is what's wrong. In the system, even though there's small claims court there, so many people do not know how to utilize the system. They're afraid. They don't know what to do. In her case, she's overseas. So how do you sue her? How do you get to her? Serving someone outside the jurisdiction when it's just a summary court matter for $3,300 isn't easy. And Julie knows that. Karen knows that. So she is aware. She's worked in law firms. She knows enough about the law to know that it's not that she's untouchable, but it is a lot harder to get to her. And that is why people ultimately have to come to CMR, because they don't feel like they have any other recourse. Over the weekend, I ran into a young lady that Ruth Anna still owes money to. And she said, Miss Sandy, a person died in the family. She could have used the money then. She didn't have it. She's like, thank God I have a little job now where, I still need the money, but at least I'm not going to starve to death because I have my little job. Again, disadvantaged Filipino workers. Ruth Anna had the audacity, and this is why I feel sorry for her if she ever decides to run for political office, because this is the type of person y'all never, ever need to elect to political office. A dishonest person who makes somebody work hard for them and then you don't pay them for years. You steal their pension money, you steal their insurance money, and you don't pay insurance for them, you don't pay pension. You make a poor Spanish worker lose her baby. She doesn't even have a child. She lost that pregnancy because of the stress surrounding not having any health insurance when she was having problems with the pregnancy. How do y'all sleep at night? Only God knows. But you know what she had the audacity to tell one of the Filipino workers? Well, you don't have any kids or anything back in the Philippines, so what do you need money for? Listen to me. There's certain things that will make me come out of sorts, come out of my calm exterior shell and really go ape, you know what, on your behind. You work for somebody long, hard hours, and they have the audacity to tell you because you don't have any children, what do you need the money for? I'd be like, listen, I need the money because I work for it. You don't need the money. You're not entitled to it. Who the heck are you? You don't have any children. Your father hands you a business which you run into the ground, and then you have the nerve to tell your workers that they don't need the money because they don't have any kids back in the Philippines. You don't know the woman business like that? I couldn't believe it when somebody told me. I was like, she said, what? But this is the liberty that these people are taking. It's bad enough you take people money, but on top of it, you're going to be flippant and rude and tell them that they don't need the money that they've worked for, honestly. That's why sometimes they will come in your business and steal from you because of how you're treating people. She doesn't need the money because she not got no kids back in the Philippines. That would have been the day that I would have boxed Ruth Anna down. No, not a word of lie. If I was that Filipino woman, I would have slapped her down to the ground and tell the police, come and do something about it because y'all not going to help me get my money back. The audacity. I'm like, what on earth? Are you serious? But this is what they do. When you see workers, listen to me very careful. When you see employers, right, only want to hire Filipino workers, be careful. You know why? Because they know that most Filipinos are humble people, and unfortunately, they will allow you to take advantage of them. And that is a sad indictment, but I've seen it time and time and time again. Yes. They're taking advantage of these poor people because they know, oh, well, they're not going to do nothing. Who they going to complain to? It's ridiculous. Let's call this gentleman. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, she's beyond rude. John LaRue says, why don't you set up something with Broadhurst Recovery to see if these rental victims can be represented pro bono? Nice way for Broadhurst to get back to the community. I don't know. I mean, there's certain types of law, obviously, that they do deal with. And so I will have to ask them, John. I mean, there's no harm in asking for sure. I don't know if that covers what they do. I mean, obviously recovery is very, very specific in terms of like personal injury. Those lawyers have experience in personal injury, right? So we'll ask. I mean, like I said, there's no harm in asking. Damien says, why is it so many countries are in poverty when they have so many resources and minerals, cheap labor, and on, but yet the UN does not uphold crimes against humanity, but only certain persons or countries get sanctioned or charged? Lord have mercy. Good morning, Miss Maureen. All right, let's get this gentleman on the phone so he can share his story. This person says that it's clear, this is what the law says, it's clear that landlords are doing it. They just take the deposit and use it. So this person is referring to the fact that the legislation says that even the current tenancy law says that a landlord should invest a tenant security deposit in an interest-bearing account at a Class A bank. Yes, but who is enforcing that? This is the problem. Somebody said, yes, I saw the comment section said, oh, but I don't think that we should allow government, because my suggestion is if we get a tenancy board, let them be responsible for the money. Maybe I should say that differently. Let them be responsible for the enforcement to ensure that the deposit money is, as it is in the law now, going into this interest-bearing account. You see section 22 of the current legislation, because that is not happening. People are taking people's money. And so to prevent this from happening, what you've got to do, folks, is have some sort of oversight. And there currently is no oversight, unfortunately. And so that's why everybody's just running amok and doing whatever it is that they want to do. By the way, Yesterday, someone was listening to the program, and I don't know if you guys missed this, but towards the end of the program, we were talking about tickets in Cayman, and we were trying to figure out how you figure out how much a ticket is. Do you know that someone actually discovered that they were charged the wrong amount? Here, this is pretty crazy. Let me see if I can find it. So they were like, how much for speeding this much over the speed limit? It's all in the law. We saw yesterday, we figured out the formula. They were actually charged $280 when they should have been charged $180. Let me see if I can find the message with the ticket. And so this is what I say, knowledge is so powerful, right? This is why. If this person wasn't listening to the show yesterday and they didn't hear the comment, they didn't ask the question, well, Miss Sandy, how much would this ticket be again for speeding? I forget how much they were speeding. Oh gosh, sorry, my sinuses. But anyway, it's supposed to be $180 and the ticket said $280. So I'm like, listen, I'm going to give the RCIPS officer the benefit of the doubt and say that they probably made a miscalculation and they got it wrong. Not necessarily that they were trying to hoodwink anybody. I mean, I don't know. But listen, how do you know? So now this person's like, how do I challenge this? And I said, well, this is easy math because it is all in the law. The math is either right or it's wrong. There's no, like, oh, we might have gotten it right, we might have gotten it wrong. You either got it right based on the calculations. I'm going to try to find the ticket to show you guys. Or you didn't. So this person, here it is. This person said, good morning, Sandy. So if you're ticketed for driving 39 miles per hour and a 25 miles per hour, what should it be? And I figured it out, and I came up with $180. Somebody double check. Let's make sure that my math is actually correct, right? So I said $180, and then they showed me the ticket. They said, thank you. And then they showed me their ticket, and their ticket says $280 for West Bay Road. And I'm thinking, how did they get to $280? Where's that extra $100 coming from? You see, this again is why it is important for you to know the law. Even me yesterday, I was surprised at all the different offenses that are in that traffic law that, people could be ticketed for, because of course, nobody's enforcing it. Nobody's ticketing them for any of that stuff. But here it is, $280. And it says they were supposed to be in a 25 miles per hour. They were doing 35 miles per hour. So how did they get to 280? Did I do the math wrong? Could somebody double check it for me? Good morning, caller.
Sandra, good morning.
Hi, morning.
Well, if it's $20 for every mile over the speed limit, and how much you say it was?
So
they were doing 39 and a 25.
No. Hold on. So it is $100 for every 10 over, and then between the 10, it's $20. So yes, so the traffic, what's it called again? It's called the traffic ticket regulations, right? So they stipulate section, hold on now. Section 40, I think it was a bit further up. Here we go. So it says that, up to 10 miles per hour, it's $100. For every further 10 miles per hour, it's $100. Maximum fine is $500. Right. And then in the detail section, it says that for every, this is section 55, for every 1 mile per hour over the speed limit, it is $20 up to a maximum of $50. So I'm assuming the first 10, and again, anybody listening who's a traffic expert, if I'm wrong, by all means, correct me. but I'm assuming the first 10 is $100. And then because you haven't gotten to the next 10, they then do it incrementally by the miles, right? So 25, the first 10 would take you up to 35. That's right. Basic math. And then after that, 35 to 39 is 4 miles. So 4 times 20 is 80. So that should be 180, right?
Well, it looked like the officer calculated it at 20 miles, $20 for every mile over, because 14 times 20 is 280. Now, whether or not that says in the law, I don't know. But
well, I mean, well, again, I'm curious because it specifically says under the speeding citation, traffic speeding ticket, it's actually on the form that they're supposed to fill out. It says up to 10 miles per hour is $100. For every further 10 miles per hour, it's $100. So what I did was they used the 20 times each mile per hour.
That's 14 times 20 is 280.
But that's not what the law says.
Well, I guess that the officer, that's a matter for the officer and the person who's ticketed in the court.
Any traffic experts around the place that can tell us how this works that are listening to the program?
But Sandra,
yeah,
a little bit off topic. Well, not really off topic because you did touch on it. That tenancies law, the tenancies law of 2009, is that in effect?
Yeah. Well, the current tenancy law that we're referring. Well, no, there's another one, but I think the current one that is in effect speaks to the fact that deposits should be kept in an interest-bearing account.
Okay. All right.
So somebody says that, yes, they're using it for 20 miles per hour for every mile, but that's not what the ticket offense, that's not what it says. So let us clarify this. Thank you, caller. I'm going to see if we can get, before we call the guy in, let me see if we can get a hold of traffic department, K-Man. Let's have a look. Because it seems to me that the traffic law is actually pretty clear. But let's see, because it wouldn't be the first time that police officers have been getting it wrong. But let us see what formula they're using. 6254 is their number. Let's call the traffic department. Because again, here we're trying to educate people, and we always want to make sure that we give you guys the correct information. Good morning, Miss Kidsey. How you doing, honey child? Thank you so much.
Police station. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Can I speak to someone who is familiar with traffic? Like, do you have a head of the traffic division or somebody?
Okay, let me transfer you, please. Hold.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Inspector Hall, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Sorry, who's this?
Inspector Hall.
Inspector Tahal. Sandra Hill here. How are you?
I'm good, ma'am. Morning.
Good morning. Just bear with me. I'm a little bit congested from a cold, but I have a question for you. And just for full disclosure, you're actually on air because we're trying to educate the general public about what the traffic law says in relation to speeding, right? So we were actually looking at the traffic law yesterday. I must admit, for the first time ever, for me. And I was reading a lot of offenses, which I thought, oh my God, I didn't even know that that was an offense. That's so interesting. Specific to speeding, right? It says on the form that it is $10. For every 10 miles over the speed limit, it's $100. That's correct, right?
No, no, it's not that way. It's not written that way. Which one of the laws you're looking at?
So I'm looking at the traffic ticketing regulation, and it's page number 9 of 16, and this is the actual speeding ticket, traffic law speeding ticket. So this is the actual ticket that is filled out. Now this is schedule number 1, traffic ticket regulations 2012. So at the bottom of that, it says up to 10 miles per hour is $100. For every further 10 miles per hour is $100. And then maximum fine is $500. And then later on in the detailed section of Schedule 2, Section 50, hold on one second now. Section 55, it says that for every 1 mile per hour above the speed limit, it's $20 up to maximum of $500. So I assumed if you're taking this together, because you have to read Schedule 1 and Schedule 2 together, right? That Schedule 1 is like, it addresses the larger amounts of 10 miles increments. And then anything in between is where you'd add the $20. So say, for example, I'm driving 39 in a 25 mile per hour zone, right? The first 10 miles is $100. And then the additional 4 miles past the 35 would be calculated at $20 per mile. Is that not how it's done?
No, ma'am, that's incorrect. Originally, before the fines were increased, it was for 10 every 10 miles for 10 miles per hour was $100. Now, how the ticket as it is, right? Every mile over the speed limit, for every 1 mile per hour above the speed limit is $20. For every 1 mile per hour above the speed limit in a temporary speed zone, which like we said, school zones and those things, remember the flashing lights, is $40. So the speed automatically doubles.
But that doesn't make any sense, because that means, is this the current version of the law, the traffic ticket regulations 2012, or is there a newer version?
No, it's speeding. It's a Section 92, the Traffic Act 2021.
So no, the act is one thing, but where are the regulations? What regulations are you using? Hold on. Is the regulations updated as well? Traffic ticket regulations. Let me see. What version of the regulations are you guys actually using? Because if that hasn't been updated, that still says, because remember now regulations give you the details. The acts is kind of like the overview. The regulations give you the details. And if these regulations are accurate, that means that it's the first 10 miles is $100. But hold on, maybe it's changed. So there is a newer regulation. Hold on, let's just have a look, because I'm curious to know. Okay, there's a 2021 version, and you see, this is why it's important, folks, to always have your latest version of the law. So give me 1 second. So I'm going to go and look at the Schedule 1 of this and see if that has been changed. So you're saying that it has been changed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Schedule 1, speeding tickets, amendment of regulation, Schedule 1. So, let's see, speeding. Sorry. Where's Schedule 1 of photo? Trying to find out where the new schedule is. Okay, so Schedule 1 talks about it looks like they've changed the forms as well. So this has to do with Register of Vehicles, Department of Vehicle Licensing. Okay. So where is the speeding ticket? Speeding ticket, particulars of vehicle registration. Do you still have the speeding ticket in this? A notification that vehicles beyond repair. Okay.
Or let me
I'm trying to find.
Let me put it together and I'll email it to you.
Yes, please, because this is very good. Okay, thank you so much.
Me talking and you going, and I'm looking at it.
Yeah. No worries.
Let me put it together and I'll email it to you. All right?
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye. Okay. So we'll get to the bottom of this. So he's saying that there have been some legislative changes, and it does look different. I'm just trying to find that specific section to see what the amendments were. So that would certainly explain what the officer did, but this is why you've got to make sure that you actually check and verify these things, because listen, it's not unheard of that police officers have misinterpreted legislation before. So I don't even see anything in this traffic regulation 2021 revision that deals with tickets. Where is that section of the law? So the whole section before, where we had all the breakdown of $100 for this, $100 for that, I don't see that in here. So where has all that stuff gone? Traffic regulation. So they've taken all of that out? That could not be. That sounds a bit strange. It's only 60-something pages. So I'm having a quick look. So this has to do with like vehicle repair, roadworthiness, suspension, termination of vehicle license, change of vehicle particulars. So I actually don't see anything in this in relation to speeding at all. So I want to make sure that that we have this. We're trying to compare apples to apples here. All right, so this is what I'm going to do, folks. As he rightfully said, this is going to require a bit more homework, and I'll double check, because that has that prescribed form of what a ticket should look like has got to be in legislation somewhere. So they couldn't have just taken it out and left it up to the police to determine what the form looks like. This is why the law and understanding the law is so important. So I'm going to find where that is now in law. And I'm sure some of you might be trying to help me out here with this. So someone said it is in, well, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at 2020, 2012, but he's saying that that's been superseded by newer regulations. So if it has been, then I need to know exactly where. Okay. All right. Well, we'll come to it. Don't worry. We are not going to leave it alone, because again, I want to make sure that all of you have the correct information. And in fact, I'm going to speak to an attorney who is well versed with traffic laws. She was messaging me earlier today, and I'm going to ask her what is the current regulations for traffic. Current traffic regulations as it relates to speeding specifically. All right, we'll get some answers. Okay, let's call our guest. He's been very patient. Let me see now. Where's his number? Here we go. All right, folks. Hi, morning, sir. How are you? Yes, morning. Sorry, I've got a bit of a head cold. So, all right. So we're gonna start at the beginning, sir. Tell us from the very beginning what your story, what your situation is. Okay. Oh, sorry. One second. People are saying that they can't hear you. Just one second for me, sir. Just give me 1 second. Let me just verify.
the settings here. Just hold on 1 second for me, please. So let me just check here. Okay, so we have WhatsApp. So we need to adjust this one. Speakers. Okay, just try speaking for me now. Let's see if that's any better. Okay. Uh-huh. All right, hold on. 1 second. They're still saying that they can't hear you, which is strange. 1 second for me. So radio folks, they're saying that they can hear you just fine. Okay. But nothing unsocial. Huh. All right, 1 second for me, sir. Let me see. I just want to make sure that everybody can hear you. All right. Yeah. Just a second. So they're saying maybe I'll adjust this one. Hold on 1 second. Audio. Okay, try speaking now. Let's see.
All right.
I think they should be able to hear you now.
Yeah. All right. Didn't I look a permit problem then I work some of that try sort out a permit.
Uh-huh.
Right. At the same time, me da look a room to rent. Okay, my big sister know him and tell him about me. Alright, so tell him about me now. And we exchange number.
Okay.
Now I called him.
Uh-huh.
So when I called him now, because me live up north side. And him live just down the road.
Yes.
Anyway, call him and him pop up at my gate.
Uh-huh.
And I say, all right, I'm explain to him and him say, oh, yeah man.
Uh-huh.
All right, so I gave him the down payment with a willing heart.
Uh-huh.
I said to him, I need a receipt. He said to me, say, he will get the receipt and let me get it.
Okay.
I send it to my phone.
All right.
He didn't. In voice note, man say, the man write the receipt and him fi pick you up. All right? Anyway, down in the town and him call me and they say, where me is? I tell him. Say, all right, I come pick up a receipt or something. Say, all right. I ask him for a receipt, still no receipt.
And how much money did you give him at that point?
$300 first.
Okay. All right.
Right? Down payment, right?
Yes.
Right. I continue asking for receipt. I'm always have some excuse. Anyway, when he pick me up the day in the town and him come up and give me the rest of money, he say, him do permit. And I say, really?
Oh
so,
boy.
Nobody.
Lord have mercy. So hold on now. Hold on. You trying to get this man to give you a receipt for your rental situation. He not giving you that receipt, but now he starts to tell you that he's a jack of all trades, and you can get permit. He can put in a permit for you. Oh, but you didn't think to yourself, this man already not keeping his word. Maybe I can't trust him.
Right. All right, here we go now. He's Miller, right, from St. Elizabeth, Nain. My granny is Miller from St. Elizabeth, Nain. So it's like we say, but we have family.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, and then so as a family, now we start to link me, call me regular, and everything. I say, yeah, man, me do permit, can do a permit for you, man, because we no family and so I say, all right then, so me give the choice then. But first him said to me, say, him no the agency him deal with. I say, okay, from your deal with the agency, then me not have a problem. All right, so me I work with him, man.
All right.
One day me I come from work now. I'm stop at Everglow and then call me one Friday.
Uh-huh.
Give me that Friday, I lost $500. Anyway, him drive down and he say, oh, I'm saying, because honestly, me that put it in for a young lady. You understand? Even though me the way down, me I try balance me, but me still I try help somebody.
Uh-huh.
Right. He said, yes, man, you're a family, man. We deal with that for you, man. What do you mean, man? You're family, you know.
So who lost the $500? You or him?
Me lost it. You see him
Oh.
Friday.
Oh God.
Yeah. And anyway, come and me give him. Sure, me say, how much you do a janitorial permit? Him say, $650. Express. Say, all right then. They give him $300. Can say him put in, he say him do a police record for $50.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Wow.
So me give you back in. All right. And next thing you know, me in a town, each in a them time, he always call me, check up on me, find out what me say, and then get the last money, and he say, all right.
Uh-huh.
We start with dialogue. That's why I say I have all the voice note that you have sent,
Yeah.
and I save them. You understand?
Yep.
All right. I express, you know. When I then tell me, say, boy, them have some backlog. So, you know, it have to roll back a bit. Say, all right, work with the family. So, me I realize it go long and longer. I say to him, say, then, go on. He might tell me, say, boy, it permit differ. I want to say, then, why differ? Me not get no receipt. Won't come and say, name bad have to tell me. But me say, me, in a business. I'm asking for receipt from how long I can't even no receipt at all. Right? Him continue promise me say, boy, that the day there. I not want to go into the rent, you know, at the permit because he can't go show me house when me have get. Can't go there send me a video. I sent you the video at the house. Right? Anyway, one day no one call me like and say, the lady call him, his secretary call him, say, this is the message where the immigration give him, so he might tell me. Me not remember all of them because I have them on my phone. Me send you all the voice notes.
Yes.
Right?
You sent a lot of evidence, I must say.
Good. Me continue, me can't, all me getting, trying to get to him. I pay Monday, and I say my time out, me go to me say, brother, me continue asking for my receipt from when time, when I know you can prove me that receipt. All right, let me get the number of your agency and whatever. Right? What if anything wrong with you? Me can go there, go get whatever. The man say, no, my client go deal with him thing, him deal with it himself. Yeah, I send that voice note to you too. So me I say, brother, me and you not busy. Just drive me down for the money. No, you're not doing I need the money. Why me and you feel a problem? Me go in yard one man and he's frightened when he see me and do away. Because I live in my house too. And him peep through in the tree and fall and see me, so nobody come back out of the house. Right? Anyway, me started to work now and me continue asking about this permit thing and he might grow on me. And I say, boy, you and this woman is a scammer. And so me text the lady. So he say, lady call him and start to cuss him and block him. So me I said, then, your secretary is supposed to block you. Right?
Lord Jesus.
What a
mix-up story.
The first address that he gave me was Talbert Miller. I send that to you too.
Yes.
And he continue to carry me around the corner and he realized me find out. Right? Down yard, I wait for him, say, no, didn't there, he say, no, my girlfriend, and me no see vehicle, I can drive one KIV sometime, plus film like a car. He must say, I lie, me I tell, and I watch my camera. When I message him, delete it so fast because I never know when he said to me. So inside the house, I watch me. So I say, why you delete this so fast? And in continue, every time I call him have a story. Monday, I pay money at him, money my guy office will get money come give me. Right? And until to the day, right? And him drive past me, he stop call me, now take me call now, nothing at all. Right? When I went to the police station in Town and I reported, the police give me a paper, I send it to you. When the police call him, him tell the police that he don't know me. He said, my God, how can I don't know this man? I mean, this man a dialogue from June, right down from the house. Him can I go show me the house? Rent out the house, have me money, can I go show me next house run a swamp or whatever, just show me the door. And all of these things, and I do me man the lady. And one Sunday I call the lady, and the lady say, text me, say she don't answer phone on Sunday. He said, really? And this is how they have me dragging me until to the day. All right? Him do it with the next person in Jamaica, which is Large Thompson Town, and they get in, I don't know, they get in touch with me. And they send me all the information The money that thing got the place go collect and hold them to send the money and wait them to send the money. I sent you all those receipts. Right? So my time when I call him, he saying in the hospital, he send me the picture. I get to understand that is a long time picture Nick sent to me. You understand? When me start to talk now, me realize him do a lot of people so. I remember one day I come up in IKEA with me and him. I think at that time I get the last money. And this lady by gas station about to buy gas. And this lady I said, boy, I tell him about the money thing. And him I say, boy, and wife, son, that's time my wife, mash up saying wife, son, collect the money and know about the money. He go back and he tell me about him have this gentleman permit and the young man be gone down because he meet up here 3 months. So I say, no man, this now adds up. I realize that's what he did now. You understand? Collect people money falsely. You can do permit and don't do it. I had to work yesterday. I said, nah, come and work today because this man I came too long and I go highlight him. And the only thing the man say, who? Nick? I say, yes. He said, Jesus Christ. He said, that's why he can't come back and send Elizabeth if he come have to hide because that's what he did. One of the gentlemen said, him collect money from him. $700 if he do one permit and hide him and him have to trick him, say, make man come look for him and so make him get back for him $700. I was saying to him, say, give me your number. Right? And this is what Nick does. The gentleman from Jamaica. Same thing into the gentleman. Take picture of the lady. See, I send a picture of like him buy behind a computer. Like him I do like I permit. And tell him and say buy 20, can buy a ticket for go. And I see him thing and tell me by next Wednesday. Once the permit gone, myself. And these things that Nick is doing, I get to understand that a lot of people Nick have done this. I'm tell him, say, me nah put it down because if me and your family, you should never do this to me.
Well, he shouldn't do it to anybody, family or not. You know what I mean? I mean, geez, and peace. So, what part of Jamaica you say Nick is from?
Nien, St. Elizabeth.
So he's been Cayman long enough to have a business where he can take out work permits for people? Does he have a legitimate business?
As I said, honestly to him, I talk to my guy, say, my wife used to do it. And my wife could agree and then divorce and scar some money that come in and when take a check in wife, son collect the people their money and get his right, make my wife mash up.
So who is Talbert Miller? Is that the same Nick?
You see him, Nick?
Oh God, I've got so many names. All right.
Just now, I come from the yard and the rain fall and me trip on the veranda, I see him post the window and you can realize me they say nobody come out of the house because a couple man him go there and he see me and him, you know, him frightened. So him see me now, so him not come out of the house.
So you're still renting from him?
Because I need me money. The other day, me don't get some policeman say if I go on, I put myself in trouble. I don't put myself in trouble.
Yeah.
You understand? Me just need me money. And if this is the way Nick and the lady that I work together, taking people money and scamming them, him need to bring down. Because this poor man from Clarendon now, see, and sister try help him, you know, and the man tell him to send the money. And see him collect him and money now, and he hide out the man, not take no call from the man, like I see like when do me. And I don't know how the man get to reach to me and send me all his information when man nick a dialect and when nick a voice note. And him send the receipt. And all me ask Nick for my receipt, and from then time until today I have the receipt and Nick have my money.
Okay.
No, if I was a wicked man or a cruel man, I'm see no. What you think would have happened?
Yeah. You would get yourself in trouble for real.
That is it. You understand?
All right. Let's see if we can get a hold of this Nick fella and see what he has to say for himself.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's see here.
Two number is one in Gijam Command and the other one pan in DP.
All right, let's see. All right, these people are... Yeah. We'll try Nick first. Because really you had dealings with Nick. He's the one that you had the majority of the dealings with. Not really the woman that he claims is his wife, soon to be, whatever mix up.
His secretary.
His secretary, right.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. What a mess. Ah, boy. Mhm.
Hello?
Hi, good morning, Nick.
Yeah.
Morning, Sandra Hill here. How are you from Cayman Mall Road?
Okay.
Yes, sir. You doing all right?
Yeah.
So listen, I have a gentleman on the show this morning who's saying that you have taken money from him for work permit from, I think it was June, and all now the man can't hear what's going on with the work permit.
When name?
Gentleman, what's your name?
You know me as Shorty, but my name is Devon.
Shorty, Devon, aka Shorty.
There's a just sleep on the house and I look to the window.
If you look at the window, you'd see him.
No, me just leave. Me just leave and come up.
Out.
All
right. So he's also your tenant. Listen.
No, sir.
What do you mean, no, sir?
Listen, no, he's not my tenant.
He's not your tenant.
No.
You didn't.
He didn't give me any. He gave me some money for looking at place for him, and I get it, and I refund back the money to him.
Why would you refund back the money if you got it? You found him a place?
No, we didn't get the place, so we give him back the money.
All right. What about the permit business? He gave you money for a permit? You have a business license to take out permits for people or a business?
Listen me, I did not involve with him with no permit, so I don't understand what this is all about.
So he has voice notes. He has receipts, money that was given to you. So you're saying that this man is making all of this up?
The receipt and the voice note that he have is for the $600 he did give me for the rent.
Can I say something?
Yes, Shorty.
Nick, you did not give me a money for the rent. No receipt for the rent. I asked you. I sent all the voice note to her. No, she have all the voice note in the brother. That's why I don't dash them way. Listen, hold on.
Hold on, one at a time. One at a time.
Hold on.
Yes, Nick.
You said to me that the man write the receipt and you would pick it up for me to get it. Right?
Yes.
No, Nick, just hold on.
Listen to me. Hello. Listen to me now. Did you
not
listen
give me a receipt?
Hold on.
You take $650 from me for the permit. $650 for the express permit, Nick. I've been asking you for the receipt, right? And then I said to you, all right, give me your number, the agency that I can go. You said to me, make client deal with your business that you do it yourself. I have that voice note. I send it to her.
Yes.
So you're talking now, and she have all evidence. Me nah make up nothing. Everything you say.
Shorty. Me and you only have some business with a rent business, brother. Me and your cousin, So where
all right. One second. Shorty and Nick, hold on a second. Nick, if what you're saying is true, why would he be sending you messages about a work permit and you'd be responding?
He asked me if you do a work permit, I'm give him a message, me give somebody else number, I ask a permit for his girlfriend. It's only transaction me and Shorty make is only $600 for the rent. I will give it to him.
Mr. Angela, listen to the voice note then. Wait,
Nick, I have a million voice notes from this man in your voice,
Okay.
I mean, okay. I don't know how you're pretending like this never happened.
Okay, I mean make it up then. After my voice note, Nick.
Why? Listen, there's so many voice notes.
You have to make call her and tell her.
For me,
can you hear that? Can you hear that one?
Send the text where you send from me this morning. Say I lose trust in me. So I tell her, say look like say you don't believe what me I say. So she said just send me this text for me and call her from mine, but she said she did busy. You understand me? Yeah.
Donna, you Nick?
That's my advice, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
it's not message. That message the agency tell me. Call me and tell me the call. When me I try call her and she just get to me and the advice no she left me. Okay? Good.
I mean,
and the permit can me never want to drop it on a contract or have. Or if you get a new contract, but the lady they send it come. Yeah, so.
But you're talking about permits. You're not talking about no rental thing.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, what story are you trying to go on with? Come on, Nick.
You know?
You have to tell the truth. You know the name of the show is The Cold Hard Truth? You can't come to CMR with no lies. What is this all about, sir?
Listen, can I ask a question?
Yes.
You have this show on live?
Yes, I just told you you're on the show.
No, well,
I
you have to call me off the air.
Call you off air?
Yeah, we're not going to discuss this on live.
Why? Because I mean the truth don't have to be hidden.
No, I'm not going to discuss it on live, please.
Yeah, man, if you discuss it online, can you take all the man money from Jamaica?
Nick, let me ask you. Oh, he hung up the phone.
Yeah, man. That, you see it?
Uh-huh. So let's call the woman now who claims that she's working with him and see what she has to say for herself.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the wife or the secretary? Who's this woman?
The secretary.
Dialed is temporarily out of service.
So her number's out of service.
Have reached this recording in error, please try.
Wow. So this is what Nick looks like.
Yeah.
So I mean, geez, peace. I can't believe Nick's sitting here lying when we have all this evidence and all these voice notes.
All right.
Hi, good morning.
Miss Sanja, please, if I could, I don't want to talk this on live, okay?
But Nick, listen to me. This is gonna go one or two ways this morning, right? I'm not into no long talking. Despite what my husband might tell some people, I don't like no long talking business. What you need to do by tomorrow is just find the man money and refund his money.
Tell him to come to me at my home.
You giving me, you're going to give me, hold on, shorty. You're giving me your word now that you're going to return the man money? Because the alternative, Nick, listen to me. The alternative is going to be continued exposure and you're going to go viral all over the place. Nobody will give you another dollar for nothing because it seems to me you might not be an honest person. So you find the man money and that's going to kill it. Me not, like I said, me not into the long talking. End of story.
Miss Sandra, excuse me.
No, hold on. Nick, you understand? I'm making myself very clear, right?
Okay.
All right.
Miss Sandra,
he's
can
gonna,
you ask him, all right?
Shorty?
About the next gentleman at Jamaica, we have to collect a receipt
look here. We got to deal with you. The next gentleman in Jamaica might have to fend for himself. You get your money, and then the next gentleman will have to sort out himself, all right? Your money is why you're here today. Nick, find the man money. How much is it? Just to be clear, we're all on the same page?
$650.
$650 CI.
You're right.
All right. Nick,
I did put him in a drop.
600 CI. He give me 3 and then he give me 3 after. That's
50. So I'm to the police record money. When me pay $50. You tell me that I give you $650, Nick. $650.
Nick,
and you said to me, yeah, go collect the money and can't give me at the office.
Shorty, 1 second. Nick, believe me when I tell you, it's not going to be worth the $50, you know? Go borrow the $50 from a friend and get the man back his $650.
I'm at the house. I am at my house.
He can come now for his money?
Tell him to come and see me now.
All right. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate it. Shorty, listen to me.
Yeah, can you trust me what I do, you know?
Yeah, I mean, he got your money. I want you to go, don't get into no foolishness with this man. Just stand outside his place and make him hand you the $650. Count it before you leave. Anyhow, he don't give you the $650, you call me back.
All right.
All right?
Yeah, I hit the right now.
Okay, good.
That cruel man, me I tell him, Sanja, very cruel.
And if you have somebody listening to the show, said take somebody with you because we can't really trust this man still. So if you have a friend that you can pick up on the way, it's probably a good idea to take him. Because
I have no friend.
Well,
but
I don't know if you want to stop by. Where is he in town?
No, man, he just live down the road and I submit team this. I just live up 985 Frankston Road. I walk in distance.
All right. I don't know if you can go by the police station because God knows they're hardly ever there in Frank Sound, or North Side. But anyway, maybe you could take somebody with you, or at least record it. Make sure your camera's on recording so he don't try no funny business.
Yeah.
All right. Keep us posted, Shorty.
Yeah, all right. Thank you very much.
All right, my dear.
Yeah, all right.
Listen to me. Some days me can't take the long talking thing, you know. We're not really business with it. No, sir. Wow. And people can lie? All right. I'm going to ease up on Nick momentarily because I want to see when Shorty goes there for his money, what he gonna do. Don't worry, darling. You shh, relax yourself. More coming. Candy says Nick get exposed today. Misha says it's Shorty and Nick special. My God. Gabby says Sandra for the win again. Listen, I'm a real no nonsense person. You know, trust me when I tell you there's certain things that I just cannot tolerate. In abusing people, I not up for it. Lying, y'all don't know. I'm not up for it. And it don't make no difference whether you're a politician lying, whether you're a man on the street. It don't make no difference. Same lying traits. But like I said, I am really, especially how I'm feeling today, I don't even want to hear this story. Just give the man his money because you done a lie a long time. We done see that you are lying. My God. I don't know how people think they can lie so. And I have every voice note. When I tell you the man had some evidence, he sent me everything. Lord Jesus. And police clearance, isn't it $25? Has it gone up to $50? He probably added on a little 25 onto that. We hoodwinking people, man. No, sir. Like I tell him, he better find $650. I mean, I know where he getting it from, but he better find it today. Aliana says, bot Nick, Sandy, long talk for short. I'm just not in the mood today. Sort it out. Morning, Tracy. Brian is here. I mean, here's the thing, though. I want to talk a little bit about this because you guys have to know that there's actually a loophole in the law where right now, immigration, WORC, can't do anything about these people. You know, this has been happening for so long and our legislators are asleep at the wheel. The loophole is if the person has not submitted the work permit, WORC can't get involved. It's a police matter. And so then the problem there is that the police, well, y'all know them already. Everything is a civil matter that I got nothing to do with them, according to them. So until he actually submits a work permit, because if he submits it and then they find out, okay, the guy paid for his work permit, that's a WORC, that's an immigration offense. So then immigration can deal with him. But until he does that, and so what these people are doing is they're taking people's money and they're not submitting any work permits. So then it's a police matter and the police are like, oh, well, you know, it's a civil matter. We're not getting into it. The loophole needs to be closed. So Magdalene says the department needs to deal with this. Temporary work permits needs to cease. This is what is helping to contribute to the problem of persons paying for their own work permits. It's a whole, Magdalene, I'm telling you, it is a whole sham. And I think that something needs to be fixed in relation to it. Who's in charge of that now? Labor and pensions is Dwayne, but who's WRC? That would still be Minister from East End. Yeah, they need to lock it down. There's so many abuses. And do you hear what Shorty say? Shorty is trying not to get himself in trouble. $650 is a lot of money for Shorty. Him not have it to just give away so. Right? So you give somebody $650 and you've been chasing them since June and can't get your money back, can't get a receipt, can't hear nothing about permit. All you can hear is one excuse after the next. It's like, come on. What on earth? No, sir. A lot of you saying that he should carry a police officer. I mean, I think that would be the best thing, but child, you go and try and get a police officer. Now they show up 5 hours later. If the man say he got the money, then, you know, you want to claim he got it. I want to hear before 10:30 that this man got his money in his hand. So You see what he says? Somebody else had to threaten him back in Jamaica to get their money back. This is the foolishness that's going on here that is totally going to get out of hand. Somebody is going to lose their life over this work permit foolishness. And they go to the police, and you see what the police say? Oh, sorry, we can't help you. You understand? Now, poor him, he's trying to advocate for somebody else in Jamaica. Like I tell him, advocate for yourself. Sort out yourself, get your $650 back. That poor man in Jamaica, he gonna have to come back on and talk about Nick same way. These people are ridiculous. WORC falls under border, so that's John. Well, Lord help us, we know nothing gonna happen there. As a matter of fact, he's saying to remove the requirement for rollover completely. Only then you're gonna see some abuses in the system. Lord Jesus. Thank you, Dawn. I don't need a medal. I'm just trying to help these poor people, and it's ridiculous. That's what I thought. I thought the $25 was the police. Kathy says $50 if you want it express. No, sir. Wow. And then he don't want to be on radio. Call me off air. What are you going to say to me off air that you cannot say on radio? That's only when you're trying to hoodwink people into lies. And like I say, not me. You're not going to be hoodwinking me into lies, because I must have got about 100 voice notes forwarded. I've got receipts from when he was sending it to somebody else. I've got video clips. Listen, Shorty had all of his stuff in order. What a mess. Every single voice note. You got to hear him. Lord Jesus. Sort yourself out, Nick. As them young people say, check yourself before you wreck yourself. And, I start to ask a lot of questions like, how are you in Cayman and able to do this? Like I tell him, give the man his money, because anyhow I start digging real deep, you're in trouble. Because you better believe he's not honest with this. He's probably not honest with nothing. I bet you he has no legal authorization to even be doing this. And once again, this is where somebody better step in. I don't know if it's police, WORC, or who. You know how many people are taking out work permits? They have no business license. They have nothing to be able to do it. They're just stealing people money. Damien says, so what not? He just admitted and he should be arrested. It's ridiculous. So Desert Rule says that Miller character is a real crook, a well-known crook, and has issues on and off with immigration for years. How is he still doing this crap? No real consequences, you see? Yep. Wow. Unbelievable. So the only thing that's scaring them straight is CMR? Come on now. Public exposure. So listen, a lot of times in life, it's sit back. It's easy for people to sit back and say, well, I'm not going to do anything. That's not my problem. I want y'all to listen to this little skit I was watching last night to see why you have to make it your problem, because it will become your problem. Have a look at this.
So what's up, Doc? Is my wife okay? Breathe. So, what's up, Doc? Is my wife okay?
Oh, my apologies to our my apologies to our radio listeners. It looks like I had myself muted there and you guys can hear that. So I was just trying to set it up. So let me just play a quick commercial and that'll kick back in. And then I'm going to explain to you guys what this is.
March forth! Viva la revolution!
Sire, what are you doing?
Well, I'm leading the revolution, underling.
It looks like you're talking to the garden.
It's a plant-based revolution. God, you ruin everything.
The plant-based revolution marches on at Burger King. Joining the Rebel Whopper are the all-new plant-based nuggets and Chicken Royale. Created by the vegetarian butcher in Europe, the new Chicken Royale and nuggets replicate the Moorish taste of the original BK classics, but made completely from plants. Come try the plant-based revolution at Burger King. Full menu at burgerking.ky.
Ocean Ridge Heights offers an amazing opportunity to own a piece of land in idyllic Cayman Brac, right on the bluff, starting from $80,000. Located in a quiet residential area with high elevation, these lots are ideal for a future home or investment property and are sure to go fast. Cayman Brac offers a laid-back lifestyle, amazing pristine diving, limestone caves, diverse flora, along with amazing wildlife. Inquire about the owner financing options so that you can secure your piece of paradise today. With only a few lots remaining, these are sure to go before you know it. Contact Crichton Properties today on 345-949-5250 or info@crichtonproperties.com.
All right, folks. So I'm just going to set this up for our radio listeners so that they can understand what this is. So it is a little skit here with a young lady who goes to the doctor and there's obvious signs of abuse. She has written on her chest, help. And then she shows him her wrist, which has bruises on it, domestic abuse situation. And it really is about what happens when we choose nothing. Mm-hmm. And so there he sees the help. And again, you know, what is he going to do about the situation? Showing her wrist and begging
So,
him
what's up, Doc?
help.
Is my wife okay?
Doctor, I think you should admit for examination.
No, she's perfectly healthy. You can go home.
I thought so. Thank you, Doc. Let's go, dear. Let's go.
I used to think that other people's problems were none of my business. Let them deal with it themselves. I could never have imagined what my indifference would lead to.
Stand back! No! Don't touch me! I said don't touch me! Stop yelling at me! You belong to me and must listen to what I say. Get in the car! Now!
Come on in. Oh, hi, officer. What can I help you with today?
I'm actually fine.
Then why did you come here?
I have a few questions for you.
All right, take a seat.
Thanks. Tell me, please, do you know this girl?
No, I don't. Why?
Lucy hasn't been in touch.
And by the way, it's the same victim that he just saw in his office, right? And of course, now he's really crossed the line, lying because he doesn't want to get involved, that he hasn't even seen her.
For weeks. Her parents are worried about her. She has an abusive boyfriend.
Oh, really? That's terrible.
I found out that Lucy had an appointment with you. Maybe you can remember. Please, take a look again.
No, it doesn't ring a bell. I have a lot of patients coming in. Oh, I'm sorry, you're taking up the next patient's time, so please clear the office. I have people to help.
Okay, thanks.
Urgent. Head to 7 J Street.
On my way.
Wait, that's my address. What happened there?
What happened there?
A woman in a car hit a boy.
Indifference to other people's problems turned into problems for me. Kevin, son!
Because this wouldn't happen if not you.
You?
I was...
What are you doing here?
Hey, what a meeting, Doc. Can you imagine Lucy on the red light? Because she was distracted. Right, Lucy?
Yes. Yes. It's my fault.
Oh my God. Kevin, son! Yes. Because of my indifference, my only son suffered. But that's not the end of the story. Wait! Son, honey, how are you? Are you okay? Huh?
I just scratched my legs. The doctor said it will be okay.
Thanks, God. Everything's fine. And your legs will be healed, and you will run even faster than before, yeah?
That's good. If I had run faster, that guy wouldn't have hit me.
Guy? Wait. Guy was behind the wheel.
Mm-hmm. This guy.
Grandview? Yeah, all right. Dad will be there soon. He just has to do one thing, okay? Stop! This girl is innocent. She wasn't driving. The jerk was.
What are you talking about, Doc? She confessed it.
Because you forced her to. Damn abuser, I know everything.
Calm down.
That's nonsense. Why do you listen to him, huh? Can you prove it?
Sir, do you have any proof?
Yes, it's all there. On the security camera on my home. It was only after I almost lost my son that I realized that you can never turn away when someone asks you for help.
Good job, man.
Incredibly, a similar story happened in real life. A couple came to the vet clinic with their dog. The girl seemed worried, and at one point she slipped the vet a note. It read, "Call the police. My boyfriend is threatening me. He has a gun." The veterinary clinic staff showed concern and immediately called the police. The abuser was detained, and the girl was free. Never ignore the problems of others. It could save someone's life.
Folks, just a reminder that ignoring people's problems, and there's a lot, Herman picks up on the fact that he's a medical practitioner, obligates him to do more even than the regular person. But it is oftentimes very, very easy for us to turn a blind eye and ignore people's problems because we think, well, that doesn't have anything to do with me. But in some instances, as this skit demonstrates, sometimes it has a lot to do with you, and it doesn't take long to come full circle and impact you. But if for no other reason, then, you should think about that could be you in that situation. That could be a loved one in that situation that needs help in that moment. Don't ignore someone who is in need of help. If somebody requires your assistance, if you can help. And sometimes your help is limited to just calling the authorities. So when he talks about, for example,
the story of this couple who went to the vet and she handed them a note. Obviously, if her boyfriend has a gun, the employees are not going to be able to, go to bat and go for a gun battle or whatever. The best thing that they could do is simply call the authorities, call the police. 2 days ago on Monday's show, I think it was, we had a concerned woman who is a mother and wife and person in this community saw a child who was being harassed by someone in the community. And, she defended that child and went to bat for that child. And so there are a lot of times when it's easier or it's easy to walk away. It's not always easy to get involved, but getting involved is oftentimes the right thing to do, even if you limit your involvement to just calling the police and calling the authorities. So Ms. Venice says that men cover for men. Well, you'd be surprised how many people, again, oh my God, this is more paperwork that I'm going to have to fill out. Like, people come up with the most ridiculous reasons as to why they don't want to do the right thing. So Herman says, as a medical practitioner, we have a legal obligation to our vulnerable patients. It's called safeguarding. Absolutely. And it includes children, particularly children. And it's not just a legal profession with children. It's teachers. It's, you work at the church hall and you do aftercare or, youth groups or whatever. All of you now have a legal obligation under the children's law to make sure if you see something, you're not an investigator, you're not a detective, but you report it to the relevant authorities, and then it is their job to dig a little bit more. Aunts and uncles and grandparents, a lot of you will see things happening with people in your own families. Please, I'm begging you, don't turn a blind eye to these situations, right? Reach out for help on behalf of the victims who oftentimes cannot help themselves. Magnum Opus, good morning. It says immigration laws in this country won't change. It's the way that it is to facilitate businesses getting what they want. Remember, the Cayman model is all about grabbing as much fast as you can. Facts. Well, we have to advocate. Listen, there's balance, right? I'm a business owner. I can understand the need, although I don't actually hold any permits outside of one for my household. But I could understand why, as a business owner, you might require and need permits for your business. But, you have to justify it. You have to make a genuine effort to try to find Caymanians to fill the posts. I am really, really also very aware of how difficult it often is for Caymanian businesses. They complain about staffing issues all the time, especially for, jobs of a particular scale that would be probably $10 an hour and below. Like, those people are not really all that motivated. They're not professionals. They're, they just kind of show up whenever they feel like it a lot of times. And I don't want to say that that's everyone. Let me be very, very clear. But even if it's 20% of your employees take up 80% of your time, it's still very, very cumbersome for people, right? So I think that the immigration system does need some critical reform. As somebody else said, that maybe the solution is to allow to fix the permit issues, to change the law for the employer and potential employee to go half and half on the fees. Look around and you will see what countries allow either employer and employee share. I don't know that, again, this is going to solve the problems that we're having. Because what you have are individuals who don't want to pay for a permit, not at all. But more importantly, they don't tend to have legitimate work for people. They're just taking out permits for people to be able to take their money. And in most instances, they're not even submitting it to immigration. So they don't even have a bona fide agency or company for which to submit these things. So someone else said that this guy, Nick, is well known to people. They're like, I know this guy a long time. He is a crook. They said Nick is the best con man. He will steal the milk out of the coffee. I knew him for years. He's from, Nain, St. Elizabeth, for true. So someone like this, who is so well aware, or the community seems to know a lot about Nick. How on earth is he still getting away with it? I don't know. It's just unbelievable. Like I said, their reputation precedes them. People know, right? So he needs to be charged with, I don't care if it's theft for the police or who wants to charge him with what offense, but what he's doing is a criminal offense. Felipe says, I'm a protector for everyone all the time. Thank you, Felipe. Pat says we also have the moral obligation to sound the alarm and report it. Absolutely. What a hot mess. All right, so we'll keep an ear out from Shorty. He should be updating us here shortly that hopefully he can get his money back, his $650. Strong Wilt says, you see how quickly he called back. He got scared. It's amazing what a little fear will do to people. Trust and believe me, fear of exposure, because that's all that is. So the man is outside. Somebody else is saying that the man is outside. This is an eyewitness now. The man is outside of Nick's house, and he's not coming outside. Miss Sandra, the man outside of Nick's house, and he didn't come out. We're gonna call him back. Nick playing with a little bit of fire this morning, if you ask me. Let's give him the benefit of that. Maybe he's in the toilet because he seems like he's full of it. Let's see. Yeah, immediately behind it.
I'm sorry, but the person you have called is unavailable. Please leave a message after the tone.
No. Give me 1 second. So unfortunately, Nick isn't answering the phone. 1 second, folks.
March forth! Viva la revolution! Sire, what are you doing? Well, I'm leading the revolution, underling! It looks like you're talking to the garden. It's a plant-based revolution. God, you ruin everything!
The plant-based revolution marches on at Burger King. Joining the Rebel Whopper are the all-new plant-based nuggets and Chicken Royale. Created by the vegetarian butcher in Europe, the new Chicken Royale and nuggets replicate the Moorish taste of the original BK classics, but made completely from plants. Come try the plant-based revolution at Burger King. Full menu at burgerking.ky.
All right, so Nick isn't answering the phone, and he's not going outside. Really, Nick? Well, I tell you, these people are easy. Yes, ma'am. Yes, good morning. Okay, I'm just live on the show right now. So if you can that's okay. If you can WhatsApp me, I'll send you the information for the administrator.
I'm sorry, but the person you have called is unavailable.
Okay, no problem,
Please leave a message
Okay,
after the tone.
All right, some nanny's driver's license has been found. That's good news. Let's call Nick from another number. Oh, I have Nick saved in my personal phone? What the hell? Why do I have Nick in my phone? Oh, this just got interesting. Look, you'll see that? Nicholas Miller. Oh, why is Nick in my phone? I need to go and check my messages. Obviously, we've communicated before. This is interesting. Let me check my WhatsApp now to see what he's been up to. Wow, I gotta check my phone, my personal phone more often. Nicholas Miller. Why would I have him in my phone? Okay, hold on. Nicholas. We got Millers, Nicholas. I got Greg, Maliki, all these other Millers. Hold on. Nicholas.
This is interesting. I actually have him saved in my phone, but I don't see any chat conversations with him. So, I'm not sure why I have him in my phone. Oh. Okay. Honey child. Let me put on my glasses. It seems that Nick has been up to this before. And this is not the first time that I have contacted Nick. I message him, I text him, I don't see what's up. But I text Nick back on, oh Lord, my poor eyesight. Saturday, April the 15th at 2:52 p.m. Any updates on money owed? Oh, geez, peace. Ay. Jamila said, but Shorty did tell you, Lord Jehovah, Nick is a serial scammer. Oh my God. Yo, Nick. Wow. Honey child. This just gone next level. Oh my God. I wonder who I was trying to help back in April get their money from Nick. Wow. You see what I tell you? I told y'all this morning. These are not normally isolated things. A dishonest person, whether it's rental, immigration, whatever, they have a slew of victims. Oh my God. My God. Lord Jesus, here you know. Nick. I think what it is, he must use a different number for WhatsApp. So hold on, let me try and find that now. Oh my God. Oh, Nick, you gonna get a special spot on CMR's website. I hate to tell you. Oh my goodness. Let me see here now. I got another number. This is a different number. Hold on. Oh, wow. Nick, you're not easy. Wow.
The number you dialed is temporarily
So that one is out of service. Oh boy, somebody in trouble now. Lord have mercy. I tell you, no, sir. Now, who is this Talbert Miller trading as Miller's Painting and General Maintenance? That's supposed to be Nick as well? Let me listen to his voice.
All right. These are some of the gentlemen that him collect. A whole bad message me get for them send to me.
He got one pile of money. He owe people, man.
Wait, you know, that correspond just to see me, man, the person until him just stop. You understand? So I'm just sending some of them, but a whole lot me have. At one point, me reported him, I tell the police say him don't know me. You understand? All right, just send the other address when used with my other permit, the girlfriend permit. Right, and I tell him say I'm express. I say $650 until to the day. I know I don't get back that money. This is the next address when used. This is when I reported at the station and the police call me night and they tell the police they don't know me. And him not live too far from me. You understand? So the picture is me take within car me there and yard more than one time. I lock up in my house and not no money to give me. I say all of those lies note anyway. And everything starts from June 9. From June 9? Yes. From there so we start it. We have it registered on my phone from when you start talking from June 9. I also have some text from the lady to know where him and him are work, Yeah, man, have some text from him. Yeah, these are mine now. I'm saying like a whole heap me have, when me and him talk and say whatever. And if you notice your vice note them, everything, most of them appear Monday. And the same thing you do with the gentleman. The lady with him and he work there, Samantha. You understand? Yes, Samantha, she name. You understand? Yeah. Two of them at work. Oh, my phone did I charge it lock off.
Hi, Olson. Is that you?
Good morning. Yes.
No, go over to Unit B for me.
This gentleman now.
Yes.
As it's from the 13th of June. Right into money fee. Do the permit until now it was an express. Right. So I'm just reminded they said, yeah. Alright, so use two name, Talbert Miller, Nicholas Miller. Right, and with the lady where him and both of them at work. You understand? So I sent you a picture. That lady run a computer which he sent to the gentleman in Jamaica. The number that gentleman is used in, it's a different number, but he's in Jamaica, in Thompson Town. Right? And these are receipt for his permit.
This guy's a real crook.
Alright, so. And everyone I advise now, pay Monday, them are going to place. Pay Monday. Right? Lodge district in Thompson Town, Lodge. Yeah, I sent you the address and everything anyway. Yeah.
The same permit was janitorial, man. So tell me who you want me to use it for, and tell me after who, and then we will talk to you. You know, 600 I do everything, 600 I do everything. So if you get in touch with him, just get the papers and get in touch with me, yeah?
Even though I sent you a lot of them, this is my apartment, tell me, basically. You understand? That's from June the 13th of June until now.
Wow. Y'all see it? My God. So this guy is I'm trying to remember who would have contacted me about him last year. But I definitely have a text message here. Any updates on money owed? So somebody else reached out about him. So someone is saying that he's refusing to open the door. He's not coming outside. And that maybe we need to try to see if we can assist by asking the police to go by there. I need the actual address, though. I can't just call the police and tell them to go by Nick's house. And this is another reason why. Hello, good morning.
Is this CMR?
Yes, ma'am.
You know, Sandra, that man, Nicholas Miller, he's a crook. He was renting from me up in Northward Town, and he left with 2 months' rent. I had to lock the apartment, lock him out, because he refused to pay his rent. And everything he says to me, oh, Monday, I'll come and collect the money on Monday. I actually one day locked him out and changed the lock and put a padlock. And he begged me to put, he had to come and get his blood pressure medication because he's sick. And I did that. And the standard when he left, the place was a mess. He left with keys. He didn't have to pay. And that woman that working with him, Samantha, she's a school teacher. He claimed that is his business partner. She needs to go to jail. He is a cook. Miss Sandra, that man tell me he's never gonna get his money. He left with 2 months rent from me at Northwood. And that's Samantha. Government need to know about her because she's working along with him.
But who's Samantha now?
Samantha is his girlfriend that works. I think she works at Down Primary School. She's up there. I gotta get her last name for you. Because when she took the apartment from me, she took it she rented for him. And she told me that she's gonna pay the deposit. And then I was when she paid the deposit, not to tell him that she paid it. Because when I get the deposit back now to give it to her, and I said to her, how am I gonna do this? How is it gonna know that the deposit is paid? So she said to tell him that I'm gonna get it from him Friday. I said, well, I don't do that. So I said, well, if I get the money from you Friday, how am I gonna give him the receipt? Ma'am, government didn't know about her because she was working along with him. She got broke. Along with him. This man never gonna get his money. And he always use Monday.
Everything happened on a Monday and Monday never come.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, and he's a liar. He's that gentleman, he's never gonna get his money. He left with 2 months rent for me and CUC bill, which I had to pay.
Wow.
Yeah. This Samantha, I'm gonna tell you her last name. They need to look into her because she's working along with him. Because that's his girlfriend. Yeah, that's his girlfriend.
Oh my God. Wow.
And she's a school teacher. She teaches at, I think it's Bordentown Primary School she's teaching. I'm going to get her last name for you, call it back.
All right, good. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Well, Nick needs to go to jail. I'm telling you straight up now, Nick is in a pile of trouble. Somebody else just messaged saying he took $1,600 from them. All right, Nick, you had your chance, you know. I like I said, I'm not into no long talking business. You're behind going to jail. We're going to reach out to the commissioner here this morning. No, sir. No.
I'm sorry.
Nope, and nope. When you're this prolific, you don't need to be in Cayman, I can tell you that. Under no circumstances. Hold on now. We got another victim that lost $1,600 from Nick. And yeah, we need to know who his partner is because you see, these people can't come to Cayman and do this stuff normally. Without the help of certain people. Normally Caymanians. I went to the police and they say it's a civil matter. You see what I'm telling you?
Hello.
Morning. I was just trying to get caught up with the messages here. So you're Nick's victim as well?
It was actually my fiance. He had some permit issues, and he went in and he got in contact with Nick, and he charged them $1,600 to deal with his permit. He gave it to him. He took his passport, and he had his passport for over 6 months. When he went back to try and get the passport from him, he kept telling him that everything okay, everything fine. And his sister went as far, my fiance's sister went as far as to buy a ticket for him to go down to Jamaica. And Nicholas told him to don't leave, stay here, everything will be fine because he have links in immigration. Now he was charged with overstaying, and he had to leave the island. I went to police. They told me it's a civil matter. I went to immigration. They didn't want to hear nothing about him.
Wow.
And I found out he's being represented by I think his lawyer is Brady.
Wow. So immigration seems to be well aware of this man then.
Yes, they are.
Oh my God.
He seems to be, looks like he's untouchable.
Wow. Well, that got change here today. Are you willing to, if the police contact you, are you willing to file a police report to get this matter dealt with?
I tried because I told them I have all of the texts.
No, we got escalate this here today now. All right, you stand.
Okay,
you stand
I have
by.
all of my details.
All right, good. Stand by.
Okay.
All right, there. Anybody else who's a victim of Nick, this is your opportunity to come forward now because this man needs to have some criminal charges coming his way. All right, we got an update. Hold on one second now. Let me see now. Who was that calling us? I think that was the gentleman. Shorty. So 1 second. Let me try and find Shorty's number back again. Where's Shorty? Shorty. Oh God, I got so many messages on my phone. Shorty. Shorty. I don't have him saved, you see, so I'm trying to find his WhatsApp number. Oh, Lord. So many messages already for the day. All right, hold on. WhatsApp. All right, hold on one second. I just see the number pop up. Yes, here we go. Okay, give me 1 second. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I was trying to get you back on the computer. So tell us what happened, Shorty.
All right. I come out of your house just now.
Uh-huh.
And him see me.
Uh-huh.
Him see me now. If you come in your house with my phone on. So I say, nah, come in your house. Me call the police. The police me I wait for.
Uh-huh.
Then drive go down the road. Then look at me see him pass, gone up back north side. Then if he gone a rum point or whatever, that's the way he drive gone. So I still wait on the police.
So he didn't give you the money?
No, he not give me the money. He not just drive away. Gone. No money.
Wow.
You see, the license plate number of the car, car when I send the picture, you have to zoom, you have to see license plate.
Oh my God. My God.
You know how easy it is. So you say my liar.
Yes, definitely.
If you never have a voice note, them know it's a convincing liar. It's a very convincing liar. Nick wicked. And if you understand me, say me in the car one lady ask him about the money, and Nick say, and wife, son, take the money. That's why my wife couldn't breathe. That's what he says. And then he might tell me about this thing, my having permit. And them have to send money, man. Them get you understand, say, oh, that's how you do. You collect the people their money and do that. You understand? And then yesterday again at the workplace, me and someone talk about him. The same thing. Them have to threaten him, say, him make man come for him, and I some then get back their money, $700 CI. Right? And name St. Elizabeth as like he come from. And they say he can't go back there. If he go back there, he have to hide. You understand? He's a wicked man, cause see it. He say, if he come for the money, now me come. You see me? Right? I hope me not come in your house with my phone now. I say, me nah come in your house, brother. I call the police. The police me I wait for. He say, make them come. Then he go in the car and then drive off, go down the road. Right? Then he pass gone up the road like him. If I run point away, and gone. And he stop and say nothing. I say, boy, I'm come for my money.
Wow.
You understand?
Wow. All right, let me try.
Yeah.
Let me try and call him again.
I 2 number. You call the 2 number?
Yes. I have the 1189. That's him as well?
Yeah. I just think the gentleman from Thompson, large Thompson, Jamaica. Yeah.
Oh,
long time ago with this thing, man. Whole heap of people look like them a ball now, and me know. And me, see it? Yeah.
Somebody
you're trying to tell
temporarily up.
All right, so that one is out of service. And then the next one, he not answering?
Yeah.
Wow.
I drive on Brown Swift, man.
So my sources have revealed that he's in court already for doing this to multiple people. And he's supposed to have sentencing next month for 2 other cases. And I'm asking, why is he here? Why is he in Cayman? Well, apparently some stupid Caymanian woman has married him.
I'm sorry, but the person
and is allowing
you have
him to
called
do
is
this.
unavailable.
And you know what? I went through my other phone. I was calling him from my personal number. And I see that in April of last year, I messaged Nick asking him for an update on money. So I've already contacted this man before about somebody else.
Okay.
And then another lady just came forward talking about he took $1,600 from her and her boyfriend.
Okay.
Oh my God.
And then you see the receipt that we send to you and collect and the vice note and say if you send the money too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. So let's see if we can get a hold of the police commissioner this morning, because this now needs to be escalated. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Hold on 1 second, sir.
Yeah.
This is beyond. Good morning. Yes, morning. Can I have the office of the police commissioner, Mr. Kurt Walton, please?
Okay, hold for transfer.
Thank you.
See my driver go down the road again. Step on him phone.
You see him driving?
Yeah. Brown car. We see me send the license plate now. I have to zoom it up on under fit.
Morning. I'm trying to get through to the police commissioner. It's Sandra Hill.
Oh, hi.
Morning.
He's actually not here. I can put you to his personal assistant.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
He used to have an office in Plaza Venezia in town. He has about 4 business licenses. Huh. Yeah, boy, real scammer.
Yeah, it's just pass me down the road, not up on yard.
Wow. No, man, this is the kind of people we definitely don't need in Cayman, for real. Not at all. He has got to go. My God, what a wicked man.
Drive up and down past me and I give me money. And he's telling him to come for me money.
Wow. This long holding business. I can just send him an email. You see, the problem now is this has crossed the line with so many victims. This has crossed the line into fraud. This is the same sort of thing that the woman was doing there. What's her name with the rental situation? The rental fraud. When you start to find a slew of victims, the police have more than a solid case for fraud. It isn't a one-off situation where you can try and argue that it is, this is just one-off, so, therefore it's just it's a civil case. This is habitual. Victim after victim, this is fraud. And the authorities are telling me that in some instances, unfortunately, people are not coming forward, and that is why it is difficult for them to build a case. So are you willing to give the authorities a statement about Mr. Miller today?
Yeah. Hoping that's me that I don't go work.
Yeah.
That means I'm left with a Bardentown station.
Right. Judith Douglas. Yeah, she's another crook. All right. Let me just see here now. Judith Douglas. I gotta look up his full name because I want to see how many business licenses this man has. Because now I'm starting to realize this is a much bigger situation. Nick, I'm pretty sure you're listening to the talk show this morning. You've gotten yourself in a world of trouble. Your claim say you're gonna sort this man out, and now look at you. You're running. Running for what?
My driver don't want to pass me. I stand up at the yard gate.
My God. All right, let me see here now. Nicholas Miller.
Yeah. Talbert Miller.
Okay, let's look and see how many licenses he has. Nicholas Talbert. Let me check Talbert first. So there's Dave Talbert. That's not him. Okay. So he has multiple. Well, I don't know. I need to verify. What is his address? You know what his address is?
I just want to see send the gentleman.
But somebody's saying that he doesn't have any business license. But he's telling people that this one, Talbert Miller, trading as Miller's Painting, he's telling people that that's him.
Right.
But
right.
I think that might not
be the truth from what I'm hearing.
Okay.
Oh my God. So he's mixing up somebody else's name into this. Wow.
Nicholas Miller.
Oh my God. This man is something else. Oh.
Yeah.
Tell him don't let my fingers start searching for me now.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Nicholas Ricardo Miller.
Yeah. Living at the apartment. Eh?
Wow. I'll try calling him one more time.
Drive right on the road.
Oh my God. Nick is a crook. What a man tell you must come for if he can do this foolishness?
He said, money. Yeah. You see.
He's refusing to answer the phone now.
Yeah, no. Anti-phone.
Mm-hmm.
Man, get in a big trouble, man. Man, I used to live there, sir. Right there, sir.
I'm sorry, but the person you have called is unavailable. Please leave a message after the...
Wow.
Right now,
all right. Let us know if the police show up.
All right.
All right. Good. We'll be in touch.
All right. Yeah.
Wow. No, sir. Okay. Oh my God. Everybody pointing fingers. One saying the court system is whatless. This has been in court for over 2 years. And of course, these lawyers know how to drag it out. Okay. We're going to request the court file so I can see what else this man been up to. All right. Well, Nicholas Miller, looks like you've been giving ample opportunity to sort yourself out. And I hate to tell you, but now you're on CMR's radar, and that's probably not the best place to be. We can do some digging. We can definitely do some digging now. If you are a victim of Nicholas, you need to reach out to me because we are going to send all of your contact information to the RCAPS, to WORC, and they need to build a criminal case and get this man convicted, give him a little bit of jail time, and then expedite his exit from the Cayman Islands, never to return again. Who the Caymanian wife is, y'all need to tell me. Because this is a slackness that as Caymanians, we continue to involve ourselves in. You can't know your husband got all these complaints all over the streets. The second you mention his name, everybody's like, he's a crook. You must know this. And you continue to allow him to stay here through a marriage of convenience or whatever kind of marriage this is? No. Not today, TD. You better start your divorce process and get rid of this no good man. Magdalene says they're going to marry some Cayman, and he already did that. Who claims that they love them and they apply for status and then use human rights to stay. Immigration reform needs to happen now. He's already done that. He's already married some fool Caymanian. And if she works in the school system, work for government, you better believe you can find out exactly who's her name is Samantha. We're going to find out who the hell she is too. No, man. These people not easy. My God. Help yourself. Hold on. Somebody sent me this. Hold on. I want to share this video with you all because the UK is trying to tighten up their own immigration system while we're sitting here like a bunch of fools, allowing every single riffraff to enter the Cayman Islands with no constraints in place whatsoever. No. This can't work. This can't work. It is high time that we started to do something here about this. I want to share this video with you guys. Give me 1 second here. Let me see if I can download this video. Yes. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can get this video. Yeah, I mean, listen, if you come here and you do the right thing, right? We're not gonna have problems with you. You can stay as long as you continue to do the right thing. But you can't come here carrying on with your shenanigans and think that we, the people of the Cayman Islands, must put up with you and your foolishness. I know well. You're not easy. I don't think we should have to tolerate that. I'm just trying to download this TikTok video. Give me a second here. I might have to just play it. A separate TikTok. Instagram. Okay, let me see here now. All right, let me see if I can grab this. Oh gosh, sorry. Wow. The stuff you see and the stuff you hear, my God. No, sir. Jeez and peace. Unbelievable. Wow.
Good evening. There's to be a tightening of restrictions on legal migration into the UK, which will affect people on work and student visas and their dependents. The government says it'll mean a reduction in numbers of more than 300,000. At the moment, foreign workers must earn a minimum of £26,200 to get a skilled worker visa. That will now jump to over £38,000. People working in health and social care who make up the bulk of visas will be exempt from the minimum salary rise. But those same workers will be banned from bringing dependents into the UK. The head of the union Unison called the plans cruel and said they spell disaster for the NHS and the care sector. The Home Secretary said immigration policy must be fair and sustainable. With a look now at the detail and at the political pressures on the government, here's our political editor, Chris Mason.
St Cecilia's nursing home in Scarborough this afternoon. 225 people work here, 35 from abroad. The wider social care sector has a vast number of vacancies. Overseas staff are seen as crucial. But net legal migration has ballooned when the government promised it would fall.
Home Secretary.
The government wants to show it gets that for many, this is unacceptable.
People are understandably worried about housing, about GP appointments, about school places.
And so the Home Secretary said the government will
stop overseas care workers from bringing family dependents, and we will require care firms in England to be regulated by the Care Quality Commission in order for them to sponsor visas.
He claimed he didn't think this would cut the number of care workers coming here.
Second, we will stop immigration undercutting the salary of British workers. We will increase the skilled worker earnings threshold by a third to £38,700 from next spring, in line with the median full-term wage for those kinds of jobs.
That means some will need to earn more to get a visa. Those working in health and social care will be exempt. Allowing overseas workers to earn 20% less in sectors with big staffing shortages is to end, and allowing graduates to stay on after their course will be reviewed. And
we will ensure people only bring dependents who they can support financially. By raising the minimum income for family visas to the same threshold as the minimum salary threshold for skills workers, which is £38,700.
That is an increase of £20,000.
300,000 fewer people will be eligible to come to the UK than were coming last year. This is the largest reduction on record.
All right, folks, time to shape up. Shape up or ship out as far as I'm concerned. Wow. So, Nick, we got the girlfriend's name, who's also claiming to be his business partner. Huh. Boy, I tell you, what a bunch of scam. So I'm confused though, because I don't think that this is the wife. So so he got a wife here that's allowing him to have a business partner in Cayman and do what? Y'all see the mix up foolishness that we talking about? You see what's going on in this country? You can't come here and have a wife and a girlfriend that you're using, I guess both of them, I don't even know, to carry out your dirt. Because if the wife knows that you're in a relationship with somebody else and she's not reported that to the relevant authorities to say, you know what, we're no longer together, she has a legal obligation to report that. And if she doesn't, that goes against the WORC law, the immigration law. So who the heck is this girl? Wait, see her LinkedIn profile here. Hold on. We still don't catch her. Morning caller. So he divorced the wife already. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. So how is he still here? Because he has status that they didn't take from him? Okay. All right. Miss Soon, pull up the girlfriend. All right. Good. Thanks. Uh-huh. You never heard such a mix-up story now. Here, Hold on. Let me log into my little thing here to get her photo. I got to do my two-factor. 1 second. Mm-hmm. Yes, honey child, we on them today. So she is a teacher. Okay, so this is the woman who's going around as his business partner. She's saying that. She's telling people that. And girlfriend. Well, she's telling people business partner, and then later on, they're finding out girlfriend. So she doesn't have that she's working in Cayman. She has Buff Bay High School. Where's this Buff Bay High School? I'm assuming that's somewhere in Jamaica. So we've recruited her now to come here. And she claims that that's where she's still working, but we know that that's actually not the case. So hold on. We're going to find out where she works in Cayman. Y'all just hold on a second here now, honey child. 1 second. So she hasn't updated her social media. But we got her. Y'all not got to worry about this. Hold on now. We soon find out exactly where she lives, where she works. Her name is Afrin Hill Walker. Afrin Hill Walker. What school in Cayman is she at? Bodden Town Primary? Where is she? You see, they think now they cannot update their information on social media and other places, but this is Cayman. We're going to find you, honey child. Any school teachers listen to the program who know who Afrin Hill Walker is and can assist with locating her? Because her last school that she has listed, I tell y'all, when Buff Bay High School, which is in Portland, Jamaica, I tell y'all, once I'm on the case and I start searching, y'all in trouble. She was a line cook. So she works in the kitchen or? No, sir. Somebody talking about she family to my hill. Oh, hell no. No. Oh, no. No. Child. Oh my gosh. Making me cough at that one. No, sir. Oh, I need a throat lozenge.
All right, hold on. You're making me cough with even the suggestion that she family to them, child. All right, 1 second, folks. Let me grab something for my cough. Hold on. Whew. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
You don't know who I am, but I know all about you. I've come to talk to you tonight about the things I've seen you do. I've come to set the record straight. I've come to shine the light on you. Let me introduce myself. I am the cold, hard truth. There is a woman we both know. I think you know the one I mean. She gave her heart and soul to you.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Sorry. I had to get a little lozenge from my throat. No. I'm confident that she's not related to the hills from, not those hills from Jamaica. I don't know what hill she related to, honey child, but no. They're not from Portland. Thank you so much, Miss Olive. Pandora's box is fully open today, says Morna. Wow. Milsa? We got to do better, honey child. What is that noise? Yes, Magdalene said this is an offense and she should be charged or imprisoned or both. What is that noise? The fine needs to be increased. All right, folks. What is that buzzing sound? Devon says yes for true. I heard him talk about her. She is him girlfriend. I know Buff Bay in Jamaica. What a mess. Huh. Strong Wilt says your family. No, honey child. She not no family. I don't know what that buzzing sound was just now. Something was buzzing. Oh, Lord have mercy. Thanks, Magdalene. I got a low Rocola that hopefully can help me out. Why are people paying for work permits? It's the employer's responsibility. Well, by law, it's supposed to be, Paul, but people, again, are completely ignoring the law. Yvonne Chambers, you know Miss Afrin? Tell Afrin we're looking for her too. Yes? Sister Afrin Walker. Oh, which church she, sister? Hold on, you know. Go to YouTube. Oi! Which church it is? Voice of Our Times? February 2023, Reverend Esther Scott Trot Water. Who the heck this is? Oh. She in some lesson 121. Oh, she was on some live show on YouTube. Here, you know. Yes, ma'am. Adventist Church near Savannah. Ay. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. We don't know what church to go to now. Well. I should have guessed that she had to be Adventist. I mean, listen, I'm not saying anything about my Adventist brothers and sisters now because y'all know my grandfather was a very, very strict Sunday Adventist.
He was one of the elders in the church, honey child. However, do y'all remember me telling you that this current administration that we have in education, the only people that they want to hire is Adventist teachers from Jamaica? Oh, hear you now. I told y'all this already. So if she's a school teacher, I would not be surprised that she's an Adventist teacher from Jamaica, because y'all need to go talk to Miss Monteith over Yeso and ask her, why is it that she keeps hiring predominantly Adventist teachers from Jamaica? So much so now that that's a large portion of our school teachers or happen to be at Seventh-day Adventists and happen to be from Jamaica. You know, the other teachers are even complaining to me about it. Just the other day, one stopped me and said, Sandy, you know, I'm a teacher and I'm qualified and this and that, and a position came open, blah, blah, blah. They didn't make it available to any Caymanians. It's like, if you're not a Seventh-day Adventist and coming in from Jamaica, forget it. I said, well, I'm aware of this issue already as it relates to education. And that's a whole other hot mess. Y'all sit there. We're letting people, and I don't care how long you've been here, honey child. I don't care if you've been here 1,000 years. If you're real Caymanian, you wouldn't be engaging in this kind of behavior. You would be doing your best to help seek out other Caymanians for the positions who are qualified and who actually want to be in education. Because as you well know, there's not that many that even want to be in education. So if you find one too, my God, give them a chance. No. You see? Instead, we are supporting this kind of slackness. Hiring predominantly one culture is never a good idea, if you ask me. We need cultural diversity in our school system. And, you know, hiring one particular religious sect isn't a good idea either. What a hot mess. So Afrin. Hill Walker. Yes. So I saw pinpoint exactly what school she's at, but we know what church she goes to already. And all kind of stuff I find in her. Well, this says she's the second child of legend Joseph Hill. Who's that? Is that the same one or this a different one? Anyway, teacher of English. She was a teacher of English at Buff Bay High School. So she went from cooking to teach English. Interesting. She has more than one LinkedIn profile. I have to wonder why. Let's check out the other one. One, she's a line cook at Pittsburgh Airport Marriott. And then the next one, she is a teacher. Say what? Of English? How this story go now? How this mix-up story really go? Jamaica's Teachers Association. Hold on. Work dinner service. What is this? Is this a different woman? Let me check the photos because she has a very distinctive. So this is weird. Y'all gotta help me figure this one out. How does this woman have two different LinkedIn profiles? Only God knows. Same woman, you know. All right, come now, come classy. Step to the front of the classroom because we need to get to the bottom of this mystery. Good morning, caller.
Oh, sorry, you're near. Sorry, I'll call you back.
Yes, honey child. All right, look, you know.
Call me back when you finish.
Okay, there. This is a direct number for you?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Thanks, bud.
So look at how this mix-up story go. Yes, ma'am. All right, we almost out of time. Radio folks, switch over to Facebook because I need to present this case for my classroom full of detectives. Morning. Oh, yes. All right. All right. We're on the case now. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Look here now. Look here now, Class A. Class A, pay attention. Tell me something. This woman, you see, she has very distinctive features on her face. She has a mole above the left eyebrow, and she has one right above the right side of the lip. Okay? Those are two distinctive features that it's not easy to hide. Yes? All right. Now pay attention to where I'm going with this. Because if you look at those distinctive features, and here's another one, talking about open to work. You see there, the big mole above the left eyebrow, and then the smaller mole above the lip. Okay, honey child, here we go. Follow this, because look at this now. Let me show y'all something. All right, here you know. So this is her LinkedIn account, Afrin Hill Walker. It says that she's a line cook at the Pittsburgh Airport Marriott. All right. So it claims that she's been there from January 2015. Can y'all see this? Let me enlarge it a little bit. Until now, 9 years. I'm the closer. I worked during dinner service and prepared salads, grilled dishes, sandwiches, soups, desserts, blah, blah, blah. It has her at Caliber High in Jamaica. She doesn't update anything because this claims that she's still there teaching French, English, math, communications, whatever. Immaculate High School in Jamaica. She got here that she was a paralegal at Livingston, Alexander, and Levy for 4 months. Claimed that she went to University College of the Caribbean. Shortwood Teachers College. All right. She got 3 endorsements. Only God knows who the hell those people are. Okay, so this is her LinkedIn profile. But here's the problem. If I go back, let's just go back here. Why is it that we have 2 different LinkedIn profiles? One says that she's a teacher of English at Buff Bay High School, and the other one claims that she's a line cook at the Pittsburgh Airport Marriott. Same person, Naya. Same person with the 2 moles. Tell me how this work. 24 followers on this account. So is she at Buff Bay or is she at this Marriott? Both accounts have little to no real significant information, I must say. But this is very unusual. To have 2 accounts and have 2 different jobs and professions listed. Something kind of not quite right here. I'm just saying. Now, when we continue to look for her, we see that she apparently her I guess this is her. She might be related to a guy who was her father looks like he was a Rastaman. I don't know. I mean, Afrin is not a usual name, but I suppose somebody else might have it. But to have the combination of the hyphenated name would be a little bit unusual, I would think. Let me see if I can find her picture anywhere here. So Afrin Hill Walker, daughter, Andrea Hill, son, Afrique Kenyatta Hill. And grandchildren. Joseph Hill was laid to rest at Dovecot Memorial Park. He's survived by his wife, Pauline Hill, mother, Ava Henry, daughter, Afrin Hill Walker. How many Afrin Hill Walkers do you think exist? I am just saying. So this is interesting. Oh, yes, and here she is, Trenchtown, Seventh-day Adventist, Wednesday morning prayer meeting. Sister Afrin Hill Walker. Let's see if this is the same one. Let's try and look her up. They have Zoom meetings. So somebody says she's an assistant teacher. Oh, honey child, we coming. Come on through. Let me try and see if this is her.
involved in the Seventh-day Adventist Church online. Trying to scroll through the video quickly to see if we can locate her. Yeah, boy. So, Trenchtown, Seventh-day Adventist. There's that lady. Trying to find, is that her singing? Hold on. Nope. That's somebody else. Anyway, her name shows up on this as well. So that's interesting. She does a couple online church services, look like. Okay. All right. I'm making some headway now. Urgent notice, Afreen Hill Walker, lot 23, Carnation Place, Stony Hill, P.O. Box, Kingston 8. What was this urgent notice for? Oh. The following members knowing the whereabouts, please contact Educom Cooperative Credit Union. Okay, she might have had some money credit union because they were looking for her. What her name is? Afreen Hill Walker. Yes, they were looking for her in relation to some credit union matter. All right. That was an urgent notice that went out. Okay. Well, this is so interesting. All right. So according to you all, oh my God, Hill Walker is a teacher at Clifton Hunter. Oh. Someone says, please hide my identity, but she works at Clifton Hunter High School. She's an assistant teacher. Ay, ay, ay. We got her now, honey child. Oh, God have mercy. Hear you now. Wow, 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 wow. All right. So she is claiming, telling people willingly that she is the business partner of this crook, Nicholas Miller. And she's the one who's going around finding him a place to rent where he's leaving people stuck with 2 or 3 months of rental money owed. Afreen, what are you doing? What are you doing with this man? I mean, I know there's a man shortage in Cayman, you know. Trust me, I know it can be rough. But Lord Jesus, we must not scrape from the bottom of the barrel. Surely we can do better than this man who's a straight up con artist scamming people out of money. All right. Well, you know, sometimes there's collateral damage. I must tell you the truth. And if you're going around talking about he's your business partner, we need to know what business the two of you are supposedly in together. Because I'm willing to bet that you don't have a business license with him. And so that's either misrepresentation or a downright lie. Well, same difference. A misrepresentation is a lie. Let's see if she'll answer the phone this morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Miss Hill Walker.
This is she.
Yes, hi. This is Sandra Hill from Cayman Mall Road. How are you?
I am well, Miss Sandra. How are you?
I'm okay. First of all, I'm calling in relation to your business partner, Mr. Nicholas Miller.
My business partner, ma'am. Go ahead. I know Nicholas, so go ahead.
All right. Well, listen, we're on air and we had a big show about Nicholas this morning. You have introduced him to people as your business partner. And then other people are saying the two of you are boyfriend and girlfriend. I don't know how the mix-up go, But we have an eyewitness who has said you came and secured a rental place for him. And you said this is your business partner. Is he your business partner?
He's my friend.
So you never told anyone that he's your business partner?
He's my friend.
That doesn't answer the question about have you ever told anyone that he's your business partner?
Not that I can recall, Mom. He's my friend.
What do you mean not that you can recall? This isn't the kind of thing that you forget. Have you ever
I don't own a business, Miss Sandra. Miss Sandra.
Okay.
I don't own a business, so I don't have a partner. That's what I'm saying. But
So
I am admitting to him being my friend.
Okay. So have you ever rented a place and had Mr. Nicholas, like you went and secured the rental for him? Have you done that before?
I introduced Nicholas to a lady who is renting at the summit. Where I'm trying to determine what is happening here.
Well, apparently your, I'll put in quotations, friend. When you say friend, does that mean he's your boyfriend? I mean, we're big people here.
Friend, Mom. Friend.
So he's not your boyfriend?
No, Mom. I teach English. I use words deliberately.
Oh.
But let's go ahead.
I mean, I have a degree in English too, so I'll try to.
That's all right. So you can understand that words are supposed to be used deliberately.
This is why I wanted to ensure what you were actually saying to me, because people can use the word friend very loosely. Boyfriend and friend, it's to some people, it's all the same thing. So you're saying he's a platonic friend?
Yes, Mom, but I'm still trying to determine what is happening.
Well, what is happening is your friend is a crook, and he's crooking people out of a lot of money. And so people are saying that you, who I understand is a school teacher at Clifton Hunter, an assistant teacher, is actually going around telling people, representing him as your business partner. And I find that peculiar because you said you don't have a business.
Right, because I don't own a business. Exactly.
So
none at all.
Why on earth would you ever introduce him as a business partner? You said you don't recall having done that.
No, I do not.
Well,
and I need the person who said I did to tell me who and I did that, because I don't have a business, ma'am.
All right. Well, we gotta get her on the phone right now.
I've never done anything except what you said I did teach. That's it. And he's not in education. So I don't have a business. I don't even wash an extra plate. I'm sorry. I'm finding it peculiar because I don't have one of those.
I'm speaking to Miss Hill Walker.
Yes, I'm listening. Yes.
And she said that she's never told anyone that she has a business or she has a business partner.
When she rented the apartment from me, she said he's my business partner, and actually
who's
they're
this?
boyfriend and girlfriend.
She's asking who you are.
Who's this?
She rented an apartment from me in Northwood, 14 David Road, and she paid the deposit for him. And I have the receipt.
Because he's my friend.
She gave me $2,000, which she went to the ATM and forced her to get for me. I have the receipt.
And I told her I would. I did nothing wrong. If he's my friend.
No, but you said you wanted the person who said that that you have a business to come forward.
And hold on, 1 second. This was over a year ago, so I'm trying to ascertain the relevance 1 year later.
Well, the relevance
I'm sorry.
is I'll help you to kind of piece it together. The relevance is this man has been crooking people for a very long time. He has been doing it for years now, and he continues to do it. So when I heard that he has a business partner, I was curious to know who the business partner was. So this lady,
I remember that lady.
Phone,
hold on.
Yes.
I remember that lady. I did everything above board. She got my cash out of my hand. I told her he was my friend.
She said she only told you he was a friend.
I remember her clearly.
So
I never went back to her for the deposit. I never went back to her for the deposit. I left it as is. I don't know what became of her and him. And I really don't. I do not appreciate this. I do not appreciate this because.
I couldn't call her. She said I must stop calling her because she wasn't living there.
Ma'am, please tell the lady you blocked me. Be if we're going to do this correctly, be truthful. You blocked me.
But I mean,
because she was saying a lot of things, and I went to ask because I don't believe in mix-ups. So I went to ask him, and she said I talk too much. You never give me anything to say to him, blah blah, and she blocked me.
All right. Well, we're just trying to clarify one point here, because that rental situation sounds like another mix-up, is whether or not you said
right,
that
and the
he
bell
was...
has gone, so we have to really wrap up.
All right, my dear. Well, I appreciate the call. I mean, she said you told her that this is your business partner, and this is how we sometimes get finagled with
This
people.
lady, though, I swear. Mom, have a good day. You hear I'm going to
All
attend
right.
to the nation's children.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, dear. Bye-bye. Attend to the nation's children. My God. If this is who the nation's children are in the hands of, y'all can see why we got a problem. You notice how at first she would not even answer the friggin' question? I'm not gonna curse today, you know. I'm not going to curse today. But these friggin' liars will make you curse. She wouldn't answer the question. She's playing semantic with words. Y'all heard it? Friend. That's why I had to clarify. What do you mean by friend? You hear what she say? Well, I'm an English major. I said, good. I teach English. I said, good. I have a technical writing degree as well. I understand why some people don't want to answer a question forthright. Just be direct and answer the fucking question. I said I wasn't going to curse, but anyway. When you have people playing with words, wordplay, running circles around a very direct question, or you don't recall. Listen to me, woman. Listen. You could never go around telling people that you have a business partner or you don't have a business partner and then tell me you can't recall. If you've never had a damn license in this country, a business license, you should never be in a position to say that you have a business partner. So how can your answer be, I do not recall? We're gonna pick some sense from your nonsense here today, woman, talking about you teaching children. You see? You might be able to fool them little Clifton Hunter children with your word play, but you're not fooling us. Your lack of recollection means that you fucking said it, woman. You're a goddamn liar. And you're up in church. Tell me you go to Seventh-day Adventist church. You are a liar. I guess that's the closest she could come to the truth. I don't recall. You recall perfectly fine. You're a liar. I do not believe you. And you just going around paying rent for people, putting out deposit for people that are just your friend? That's how you treat friends? You better come clean about that too. He must be friends with benefits. Somebody put that in the comment section. Yes. Boyfriend is also a friend. Buddy friend is also a friend. Everybody need a buddy. Woman, come now. I'm not business with you, you know. You're up in church. Yeah, they're fornicating most likely. Teaching school children. Lying about he's your business partner. What kind of business you in? Huh? What kind of business you in, woman? Seriously. Y'all better come clean and try and tell the truth for change. Good morning, Sarah. Cindy laughs about, she says, laugh my butt off about the nation's children. You could understand? If you believe that they care about our children and know well, must be crazy. Sarah says, I'm so happy that you're exposing this. Yeah, so all of a sudden she could remember a little bit about, oh yes, I remember that landlord. Well, I mean, I want to beg the question. How many times you're paying rent deposit and looking place for him? Is that a usual occurrence? Huh? Since you can't recall how you're introducing yourself. Someone said she can recall the woman blocked her though. Crooks know you don't have to have a license to run a business or to pretend that you have one. Crying shame. This other person says, no wonder children leave school and can't read or write. Well, forget about the reading and writing. They're not going to have a moral compass either. Somebody says, sounds like you her perfect match. Well, I mean, since she wanted to go hoity-toity, Hoity-toity, I teach English. Okay, madam. Let me go all the way back 20-something years ago and pull out that little English degree from USF, since you want to talk about teaching English. You know what I got better than an English degree? It's called God-given common sense. And I could tell from the very way that you answered that question in the first instance that you're a liar. Huh? How about that? Oh, but I want to know, what does this say? This was a year ago. The point is, this man been crooking people a long time. Ask yourselves, detectives, everybody in class, you got your pen ready? Ask yourselves this question. Why would she have to be the one to go and secure a place for him and pay the deposit? I know some of y'all men lazy, but most of you at least want to go and see where you're going to be staying and whatever. Why would she have to be doing it to begin with? Could it be that his name was already Salt over a year ago? Sorry. And he couldn't get no place on his own? Peterkin said, my God, some of these church people nowadays, I tell you what, they giving church a bad name. And Lord have mercy. Unbelievable. But you know what? I'll tell you what. Nicholas, you on the run today. I tried to give you an opportunity today to find that man money. And look at what you went and did. You started running. You're going to be running straight to northward. That's what you're going to be doing. We're on the job here today. We're going to lift the rug underneath all of these crooks in Cayman. I do not care who they are, who they family to. I don't care what church they go to. If they don't go to church, I don't care if they're an atheist, if they're a devil worshiper, if they got 50 gods. It don't make no difference to me. I don't care if they're Caymanians, if they're Jamaicans, if they're from Timbuktu. Okay? I don't care which accent they come with. I don't care how much education they got. And God knows, I don't care if they teach their children. You are all going to be exposed for what you are, which is a bunch of crooks in this country. Cayman is too small. You get an opportunity to come here. My God, the least you can do is just sit your ass down and behave. Seriously. Why y'all have to be going on like this? You know, back in Bluff Bay, whatever bay she's from in Jamaica, the money she making here as a teacher, she would never see that kind of money. The children, yeah, some of them are badasses, but most of them are good kids. They're not going to beat her up. In Bluff Bay, I bet you she never had that luxury. Appreciate what you have. Don't disrespect this country by getting involved with another crook. Tell me he your friend. And then encouraging him into his foolishness. Going around introducing him as your business partner. What kind of business? You just admitted that you do not have a business license. But yet you can't recall? You see, an honest person would have been able to say, no, I've never said that. Right? Because they would know, oh, well, I've never had a business license. How could I have ever said that? You're trying to play circular games with me, and I'm not the one. Because I wasn't born this size, despite what you might think. So, Afrin, you've been put on notice. We don't believe one word you had to say this morning. Talk about why is this an issue? Do you know the man, Nicholas? What his name is? Nicholas Roberto Miller or some foolishness? Do you know who you're in bed with? Probably quite literally. And who you were going out there getting business for? He's a crook. So all of Cayman needs to know Nicholas Ricardo Miller is his name. Spread it far and wide that he is not a man that can take out a work permit for you. See him, yeah? Make sure you know him. I have a picture of him when he didn't used to look so fat and chubby. Life good and Cayman now for him. This is before. Make sure you know what him they look like, okay? See, he sported a little goatee. Probably go shave that off here today now. People, pay attention.
These people are scammers. They're using the system in Cayman with no regard for their own people. Because look like to me, he's scamming Jamaicans. One of them soon fix his blood clot. Watch and see. He already get threats. He could find that man money when they started to threaten him, make him keep it up. Because when we eventually deport him back to Jamaica, I bet you he better find them people money then. First Lady, good morning. Andrea says some of these people that call themselves Christians, they're standing in the way of sinner and setting up in the seat of the scornful. Run a lie detector test, says Marcia. Marcia, we don't even need to run no detector test because we know she lying already. It was so obvious. He probably clapping cheek. Which cheek? So anyway, she claimed they're not together. Maybe not now, but I seriously doubt that this was a platonic relationship. They're not no man that I gotta go pay no $1,000 for or whatever deposit money in no platonic relationship, honey child. He better be satisfying me more ways than one to get that kind of a benefit, if you know what I mean. And I'm sure most women would agree with that too. Thank you, First Lady. I'm gonna go and get some rest now. Yes, I need to get some rest and stuff. I actually have a massage booked for this morning. They're going to come to me. I'm going to do that and see if that can't help get some of the toxins out. Dee Dee says, amen. Y'all know what I'm talking about? We women not fool. You could just be giving random friends rent money and going and sorting out their place. I don't even want to know where my friends live. Unless I'm in a relationship with you, that's none of my business. Now, if we knocking boots, then, I'm like, yeah, okay, I want to see where you can be. And it has to be of a particular standard. That's how women are. That's why she went out looking for it, because he couldn't get no place on his own. Sophia says he took money from my daughter to take out permit for her boyfriend. He took the money and she didn't hear from him at all. He's a thief. Now listen to me, Sophia. Listen to me very, very carefully. We need you good folks to come forward, because I'm going to email the commissioner by early afternoon. We're going to build a case, because if this man cannot pay anybody back, and I'm pretty sure he spent your money and he can't, he should still have to pay for what he has done to people. He is the same. A thief is a thief is a thief, right? Like I said, it don't make no difference what he look like, where he come from. He's a thief. Just like Judith Douglas. You know how much money she stole from innocent people? So he's a thief same way. So please reach out to me, and I'm going to put a whole list of names and telephone numbers together, send to the police commissioner and say, look, Detective Sandy has already started your case for you. Now you guys go and do the rest of it. Talk to these witnesses, get statements, haul his behind back in court again, and charge him with theft. We need this man deported from Cayman. It's as simple as that. That's it. Ross sees the churches are the problem, and the only people is a lot of voters in these churches. It's the people in the church that's the problem. The church is just a physical structure. It's the crooks in the church, and they come in all shapes and sizes, unfortunately. All right, we'll call Shorty back later on to see if he's still waiting for the police. He probably is, unfortunately. What a hot mess. Lord Jesus. Oh my gosh. Manuka honey is best for coughs. Oh, where can I get that? All right, folks. Okay, let me go. Y'all have a good day. We'll be back tomorrow. Remember, there won't be a live show on Friday, but I'm going to play one of her interviews, our Cayman Voices interviews, and then we will, do maybe the Give Me Story segment as well. So make sure you tune in on Friday regardless. We're going to keep y'all updated on this case because we like to follow through and see exactly where these things are going. Thank you, Cosme. It's actually a low head cold, but sometimes the sinus medication helps as well. All right, beautiful people, please be good. Don't hoodwink anybody because you don't want to end up on Mall Road neither. See y'all tomorrow morning.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Cold Hard Truth on Bobo 89.1 FM. Cayman's #1 talk show is live weekdays from 7:30 a.m. Never miss an episode again. Watch anytime on CMR's Facebook and YouTube channels for the latest show episodes. Don't forget to follow us online on our social media channels. And visit CaymanMarlRoad.com for all the latest news and community happenings.